shall we just get started? That'd be a good idea. How we doing tonight? Merry Christmas to everybody. I should have had something made for this. Honestly, I should have gotten a layout or something made for Christmas in particular, but alas, we've not. So I just again want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a happy Thursday night. The Broncos, they're going to be on tonight, going on the road to Kansas City to play the Chiefs. The Chiefs, they're struggling. They are struggling a lot here in this last little bit, down to their third string quarterback. They recently signed Shane Bukele off of the Bills practice squad to fill in that backup role, as they are down to Chris Alodikun, who is starting his first game. Second-year guy out of South Dakota State is Mr. I'll figure out how to say it. Alodikun. There we go. Meanwhile, Chiefs do have a couple practice squad elevations. Damian Pierce is in that couple just straight-up activations as well. Melvin Smith came up. There was another guy they brought off either IR or... I can't remember all the guys right now, unfortunately. But again, hope everyone's having a Merry Christmas. We are just over 10 minutes away from kickoff. Yeah, both the Broncos, man. Broncos control their own destiny for the number 1 seed in the AFC. For them, either they win out, they can clinch the AFC West tonight with a win and a Chargers loss on Saturday. Hello, Pan Smith. Hope you're having a good night. Merry Christmas to you as well. Hoping that this game is something that makes us feel a little more merry tonight. But yeah, Chiefs with a couple of call-ups. Broncos as well. We did have a Ethan Downs, I believe, was a guy they called up. There was somebody else as well. There was a linebacker that I can remember if I can find him here. Cole Christensen got called up from the practice squad for Kansas City. Number 48 for them, so maybe we see a little bit of him in the lineup tonight. Meanwhile, for Denver, obviously thin at the middle linebacker position with Dre Greenlaw out, so it'll be Singleton, Justin Stranad, who is returning after an injury against the Packers. And then they did call up Lavelle Bailey from the practice squad. No Pat Bryant for the Broncos tonight either, so they will be, they have called up Michael Bandy. He's kind of been the call-up guy, you know. I don't even know what to really go with there. If anything, you know, wide receiver 7 on the team, 6 or 7. Just as far as I know, Broncos have carried 5 receivers on the roster all season long. Cody Schrader was waived. And another big injury for the Broncos is the injury to, why can't I think of anybody's name? Luke Wattenberg. He is done for at least the regular season. And that will thrust Alex Forsythe into the starting lineup. Calvin Throckmorton elevated to help kind of fill that backup offensive line position. I imagine they've got somebody lined up at center if something does happen to Forsythe. But Broncos thin at a couple of positions. Wide receiver, as we've mentioned. Center as well. They're down to Forsythe. And, well, we all have our PTSD of Forsythe against the Kansas City Chiefs from last season on the blocked field goal. And then furthermore as well, Michael Bandy, as we mentioned, Kansas City, they're down a lot of guys right now. No Trent McDuffie. These are two very different teams from what we saw in that first matchup. Of course, the stakes much lower than they were, than they otherwise would have been. It's not the game that everybody was expecting this to be. This was supposed to be, you know, the bout for the AFC West, between the Broncos on the rise and the Chiefs completely falling. How we doing, Ender? Let's go. Got the boy in here. I think Bok Choy ought to be poking in too here in just a minute. So hopefully we see him. Happy Merry Christmas to you, Ender. Merry Christmas. Very happy to be here tonight. It's gonna be a wonderful night, man. It's gonna be a good night. You know, whether the Broncos win or not, it's gonna be a good night. I expect to have a good time. I've had a great day so far. Got some cool shit for Christmas. Ring light up here that's illuminating me, and I can even screw with the actual illumination on that, which is sick. Is that max brightness? No, it goes higher. It goes higher. It goes even. How bright does this thing get? Oh my god, I'm getting flashbanged. Okay, we're gonna tune that down just a little bit. But yeah, man, I'm pumped. I'm pumped for this tonight. Of course, we'll have the Orange Soda after show coming up after this. Yeah, kind of getting to some storylines here a little bit. This could be Travis Kelce's final game at Arrowhead Stadium. Obviously, you know, contemplating retirement a little bit. Camera lighting looks way better. Yeah, I got a ring camera, or not a camera. I got a ring light, which is over here. I'm not moving my camera to show you, nor am I moving the light. However, I did here. I'll show you in the glasses. I'll show you in the glasses. You can see it. It's on my main monitor to my left. And then yeah, the setup. It's gonna help me read a little better because obviously got the rosters right here. Had to make a couple of last minute adjustments to the roster. The power of the sun in the palm of my hand. Yes. I'm basically Oppenheimer. I'm basically Oppenheimer. So, from the notes last week, there's a couple of things notably that the Broncos really need to improve on, and hopefully they can do that against KC, what's going to be a lot of backups for them. Tackling, huge problem on Sunday against Jacksonville. I say last week, just because in NFL terms it is last week. But on Sunday, rather, the Broncos tackling defensively was god-awful. The pass rush was not there. And they should be able to get after a second-year guy that's seen just about no playtime. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Let's see if we can bump this up to about 5 likes by kickoff. We got about 5 minutes to go, 7 minutes to go. But again, yeah, Broncos need to tackle better. That is 100% what needs to happen. The offense just needs to function better. Broncos need to run the ball more. They were starting to find success, and here's the thing. When the Broncos leaned on the run, that's what helped them come back against the Philadelphia Eagles, is when they were able to lean on the run game. We need RJ Harvey to get more touches. He seemed like a guy that in the starting role has gotten better as a game has gone along and as he's got more touches. Granted, it hasn't gone to the full level of success that you would like to see up to this point. And again, the Broncos are going to be down a starter. How we doing, Ron Hayes? Glad to see you in here. Another regular. We got a few of you guys pop in. I always recognize you guys. Again, hope you're having a Merry Christmas. I'm going to be saying that a lot tonight, I imagine. But yeah, just some things to improve on. Run game. Pass defense. I don't know what's going on with the Broncos pass defense. Pass rush. Tackling. Basically, the whole defense just needs to get better. It was not good on third down against Jacksonville either. Like they had a really strong start. Like I said during the day after show, I think, or during the post game, it was almost a ooh, spit down the wrong tube. It was almost a full reversal of how the Broncos defense usually plays games out. They usually start slow, end fast, at least so far in the month of December. And that's been another big narrative too for the Broncos this year, is just the defensive slump in December. It's pretty much 2 years running on now that the Broncos defense just falls off a cliff at the back end of the season. Glad my team, who wasn't the only one who seemed to shit the bed on defense. Yeah, the last 2 years, really last 3, if you want to go back to 2023, the Broncos defense just, for some reason, falls off a cliff in the month of December. So that'll be something they look to avoid doing tonight. I need to wipe my glasses off a little bit. Also, in the brand new number 10 Bo Nix jersey, my wonderful girlfriend got this for Christmas for me. I love and appreciate her dearly. God damn, I can't talk right now. I'm feeling too holly and too jolly right now to be able to properly speak. Again, hopefully I can see. Okay, that is better. That is better. But yeah, again, see if we can hit 5 likes before kickoff. Get me out to more people in the algorithm. We got a big weekend coming up as well. Chargers-Texans tomorrow, which, depending on how this game goes, could be incredibly consequential for the Broncos moving forward as they push for the AFC West. And then we're going to be doing Colts and Jaguars at 11 a.m. on Sunday. So yeah, big weekend. Big weekend coming on tonight. But no, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for the challenge. I don't think I've done a triple header for a week ever, so I'm really excited for it. I should have grabbed more water. I guess I technically could still go grab more water. Yeah, I'm gonna go grab some more water real quick. Colts pissed me off so bad last week. That shit the defense went. Rivers plays amazingly, gives us a chance only for the defense to let the Niners run. Yeah, that was rough. Rivers, I for sure think did enough to win that game. 1,000%. Yeah, give me just a second. I'm gonna run to the bathroom and grab some more water before the game kicks off. So, uno momento. Water obtained. Water hath been obtained. Let me get the graphics away. There we go. And my headphones have been tangled around my... God, I am a mess this Christmas. Okay, I've got something pulled. There we go. That's better. My shit was not working. Make sure I don't have any audio that doesn't need to be there. Okay. Okie doke. Yeah, we're just a stone's throw away from kickoff again. See if we can hit 5. I didn't do a preview video this week. I just kind of did not have a lot of time. This week's been a little crazy on the work front as well. And of course, you know, holidays, all that good jazz. No, I'm excited though. I'm excited. And hopefully, my efforts in the just getting the roster set department and all that fun jazz, hopefully that leads to a better experience for everybody that pokes in and out. But yeah, we are just a few seconds away. I'm thrilled. I'm excited. Excited to be here with all of you tonight. This is in Arrowhead, GEHA Field at Arrowhead. It's still Arrowhead Stadium. Come on. Again, no Mahomes, no Minshew for the Chiefs. Could be the final game for Kelsey in Arrowhead as well. Broncos looking to continue to control their own destiny for the AFC 1 seed in this game. Again, if they win and the Chargers lose next week, I believe the Broncos will clinch the AFC West. So Broncos fans were Houston fans tomorrow, or on Saturday. While you'll get, again, we'll do Colts and Jags next week. But the Broncos, they just clinch the 1 seed if they just win out. That's all they got to do. That is all they got to do. Of course, New England loss would be really nice as well. But they're doing a couple of sideline interviews right quick. Second to last game for the Chiefs inside of Arrowhead. Really? Say, I know they signed a contract to go to Kansas, so yikes. So yeah, again, they're running through the what's at stake. Broncos clinch the 1 seed with 2 straight wins to end out the year. While Kansas City, it's a lost year for them, unfortunately. Again, I think the NFL thought this was going to be a game where both teams were fighting for the division within a game or two of each other. So it's going to be interesting. I didn't move my mic, so I'm not like blocking myself here, but I don't really know where to go with this. I need my roster right here too, is part of the problem. That should do. Broncos are going to get the ball to start this thing out first. It'll be Harrison Butker to boot this away. 57 degrees in KC, and here we go. Kicked over to the left side. That'll be fielded. No, that'll be out of the back of the end zone. Marvin Mims was giving it a look in the sky, but we got nothing. So here we go. Broncos offense, and they are out in those beautiful white-out uniforms. The white helmet on, the white jersey and pants. Those look absolutely gorgeous. But we're underway. Bo Nix coming off not his best game, obviously. Does go for 350 plus, just not the most efficient. Didn't get a lot of scoring done. But here we go. Broncos already showing a heavy set. Frank Crum breaking out of the huddle here. It's going to be a gun set for Nix. RJ Harvey will set up in the backfield as well. Camera angle not working for me. Here we go. Tied formation for him. They're going to send Mims in motion left to right side. And he will get set as the outmost man on the right side. Now, Nix snaps it, dropping. Broncos throw on the first play of the game. Nix now navigating, checks it down. That is Harvey. Harvey trying to shake loose. And it's a gain of 9 up to the 44-yard line for these Broncos. Good first play for the brigade in the orange and white tonight. Should I be worried? I was optimistic until last week. I've been a little worried, but if I see him come out and play this game the way they need to, I will happily be a little less concerned. If they can get right, is kind of what I'm getting at. I more want to see the defense. But here we go, 2nd and 1. It's going to be a gun set for Nix, 2x2. Now they're going to send, that is Franklin motion left to right side. They're going to hand it off to Harvey going left side, looking for room. Harvey with a good bit of running up to the 50. Gain of 6 for a fresh set of downs for the Broncos. That'll get not quite to KC territory, but right there to midfield. Broncos looking to get off to a hot start tonight, of course. Did not happen last week. The complimentary football was not there for the Broncos. They only end up scoring 20 points in the loss. So we'll see what the offense comes out with tonight. Obviously, short week. They have to flush that loss. 1st and 10. We had a slight stoppage. Now we don't. You've got Prentice lined up at tight end on the left side. 2x2. 2 tight ends to the left. 2 receivers over to that right side. Harvey remains in the game. Nix in the gun. Taking the snap. Bit low. Gets it, and it's a speed out to Michael Bandy, who was just called up from the practice squad, and he's near a first down. That's Jamari Connor in coverage, number 27 for the Chiefs. Michael Bandy gets himself a gain of 8, 7 or 8. Broncos moving efficiently up to this point right now. This drive, They're chilling. How we doing tonight, Bronco 71, 54. God, I can't read dyslexia and all that. Merry Christmas to everyone in here. I formation for Knicks. They're going to send Humphrey in motion right to left. Now they bring him back to the right side. That is Prentice in there. It'll be 21 personnel for the Broncos. Knicks will hand it off going up the middle to Harvey. Harvey doesn't find any room, and he's going to get dragged down at the line of scrimmage. That is Fulton, number 8 for the Chiefs, in on the tackle, able to get in and get behind the line of scrimmage there, able to make the play, wrapping up the tackle, or wrapping up the ankles of R.J. Harvey. Again, Christian Fulton there, one of the Chiefs' corners. Of course, a bunch of injuries for the Chiefs in that department as well. No McDuffie, as he was placed on IR. So the first third down for the Broncos tonight. They weren't particularly great last week on third down. The volume off listening. I appreciate that, man. The 2 running back set, even if it's a gun set for Knicks. They're going to fake it to McLaughlin, screen it to Harvey. Harvey with blocks, trying to get loose. He's got a first down. And into KC territory, tackled there by number 6. If I can get a number on him, that is Brian Cook, one of the safeties for the Chiefs. Just lines up slot there. It's trips to the left side. Troutman and Franklin able to get out and get set on the blocks. Harvey able to run through the gap there that they create. It's really just an extension of the run game. You just got a couple of eligible guys doing the O-line's job there when you screen it out like that. Gun set for Knicks again. It's a 2x2 set with a tight end to the left side. McLaughlin in at running back. They're going to hand it off to him going left side, looking for room. Darts it back to the inside, and he's up to the Kansas City 30-yard line. It's a nice gain there. Tackled by number 90 for Kansas City. My rosters are not the most organized here. That is Charles Omenihu, one of the defensive ends for Kansas City. He's in trying to make a play there. It's a modest gain for the Broncos, and that'll set up second and manageable. Coming off of that third down conversion. Gain of 6 for him. And they get deeper into Kansas City territory. Looks like they're just trying to play a little bit of time and possession or ball control. It's another gun set for him. Prentice comes in at tight end again. It's a pistol set, actually, for Knicks. 3x1 set. No receivers left side. Knicks will play fake it. Now he's rolling to his right. Checks it to Franklin. Franklin looking for room on 2nd and 4. He's got a first down. Gain of 5. Down to the 25-yard line. So on a 2nd and 4, the Broncos convert. And the early success on these early downs has got him moving down the field. Only 1 third down on the drive up to this point. A converted 3rd and 2. Kansas City's defense, not a whole lot of answers as we tick below 10:50 to go here in this first quarter. Broncos just checking this down. Hey, man. Take what the defense gives you. See if we can hit 10 likes by the end of the first quarter. We got 10:37 and counting down. Knicks under center. It's an I-form set for him. 22 personnel. They send Troutman in motion to the left side. They're going to hand it off to Harvey going right. He gets a block from Prentice, and he's hit rather quickly. Maybe a gain of 3 on the play. Gets up to about the 22. Harvey looked a little slow getting up there, but he does get up. Everybody's fine with this world. The short gain for the Broncos as they inch towards Kansas City's red zone. Down inside the 25 after a 2nd and 4 conversion. It was a 5-yard gain to the 25. They give him 3 down to the 22, Harvey. Can't hear but Merry Christmas. Gonna lurk. Appreciate you, Hill Time. Appreciate you. Can you guys not hear me? Knicks in the gun. It's going to be a 3x1 set for him. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. That is Sutton isolated with Williams lined up on him. Knicks snaps it. Short drop. Looking short. He's got a man. Humphrey will dive forward. Near a first down. They say he's short initially down to the 15. He needs the 14.25 yard line. Yeah, is the audio good? Am I audible? I didn't think I muted my mic. Are we good? I can hear you? Okay. I was going to say, like, OBS says my audio is fine. Alrighty. It is short. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 15-yard line. Broncos, it's going to be Knicks under center. Camera angle not working with me. Very, very tight set. Extra offensive lineman out there. Knicks will just sneak it forward, and he's got it. First down to the 14-yard line. Broncos love that quarterback sneak on 3rd and 4th and short. Let's go, Broncos. Hey, Merry Christmas, Bok Choy. Glad to see you in here. I hope you've had a wonderful Christmas. Yeah, Broncos just love that quarterback sneak on these short yardage situations. 2 for 2 on 3rd down on the drive as the clock will tick below 9 minutes to go in the quarter. 8:37 here in the first. Broncos have held the ball for a long time, and this is just the first possession. They go under center. Play clock down to 4. They motion Mims right to left. They're going to hand it off up the middle to Harvey. Now he's looking for room, and he's not going to get anywhere. Maybe a gain of 1 down to the 13-yard line. All-out blitz for Kansas City, and I believe that is Drew Tranquil that got in. Linebacker wearing a safety number for Kansas City. It goes absolutely nowhere. They call it no gain. It looked like he got a little bit of forward progress, but alas, it's 1 yard there. Again, so Broncos down to their backup center, Alex Forsyth, in for the injured Luke Wattenberg, the $20 million man they just signed. Nix will come out in the gun. It'll be a 3-by-1 set, 3 to the right, 1 isolated to the left, 4-by-1 really. Now they bring Mims in motion to the left side. They will snap it. Nix dropping. Deep drop behind the 20. Slings it to Engram over on the right side, and they will get down to the 9-yard line. Another modest gain. Gain of maybe 4. That'll bring up 3rd and 6. Broncos already converted 2 third downs on this drive. Engram gets involved early with a short little catch. I think Nix wanted somebody deeper there, but just unable to really get anything. Going through the progressions. Pass pro holds up, and he's able to sling one away there. Gets it to Engram on the right side. That is Williams in on the tackle, I believe recently elevated. Noel Williams, one of their starters. Gun set for the Broncos once again. Bo Nix with Tyler Bidet in the backfield. That'll be a 2-by-2 set with Sutton and Troutman to the right side. Nix will snap it. 3rd and 6. Dropping, standing, slinging. Wide, just wide of Lil Jordan Humphrey and off of the tall receiver's hands. So, 7:02 here. Broncos tick off almost 8 minutes on the clock here, and it seems they're going to settle for 3. That'll bring Will Lutz on. He had a miss in Sunday's game. And we'll see if he can redeem himself. Again, missed his first kick. Broncos wanted a flag on the play there, and they didn't get it. I don't think anybody thought. I haven't been all that impressed with Engram. I haven't either. I don't know if it's just an adjustment thing or what. So here we go. Lutz on from 27. Right hash. It is up, and it is good. Broncos convert their first field goal opportunity of the game, unlike last week. It goes 8 minutes and 2 seconds, but they stall out inside the KC 10, and on a 4th and 6, they're able to knock it through for a field goal. That'll take us to commercial break. We're up to 9 likes already. Hell yeah. See if we can pop that to 10 here before this next possession. We had an awesome stream last week. We'll see if we can replicate that kind of thing today. Once again, Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas. I appreciate all of you taking the time to come out and, show your support in the stream, whether or not, you just stumbled upon me or, you've been one of my regulars. I appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you. We're going to be in for a good game tonight, man. Should be a nice little get-right game, but we'll see how this Chiefs offense responds here once we come out of break. Yeah, we've had a lot of good stuff happen lately on the channel, man. Like, we hit the 10, hell yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We've had a lot of good shit happen on the channel here lately. If I just go pull up the numbers, like, we just passed 300 subs. We're almost at 310 already. That was not the button I meant to hit. Okay, maybe we'll go later. One sec. Okie doke. Yeah, no, I have not been that impressed with Engram either, though. But yeah, like, we passed 300 subs during the last stream. Like, we did the biggest stream I've ever done last week, dude. Or on Sunday against the Jags. Needs to work on getting the pass to the chest of the receivers. To be completely honest, I think he was trying to locate that ball outside. That's just the leverage that Humphrey had. I think he just whiffs a little bit. Stayed away over that. Yeah, he does tend to misfire a little bit on passes like that. It's I don't know, like that one it looked like he was just trying to locate it and misfires. Maybe his footwork was off. I'll have more insight once we get to the rewatch, but we're up to 11 now. Hell yes. But yeah, we can maybe go see what happened earlier in the day. We be here, go Jags. Hey, how we doing, RY? Recognize you as well. Did see you in that last game. Yeah, the Jags are good, man. The Jags are damn good. I've been impressed with the Jags this season, man, and I was very impressed on Sunday. They just came and outplayed the Broncos. Hey, we got all the regs in here. Merry Christmas to you, Kenneth. To you call as well. In at a good time. It's going to be the first Kansas City possession here in just a second. Broncos go down 8 minutes, 2 seconds. 12 likes on your end. Hell yeah, man. Colts will be the Jacks next week. For your sake, hopefully, Lutz boots this thing away, and that is fielded just inside the 10-yard line there. That is Brashad Smith trying to make men miss, and he's able to get dragged down to the 25. Devon Key able to catch up to the play and get him down. So again, that is going to bring on Chris Olodokun. Comes in relief last week. 7th round pick in 2022 by the Steelers out of South Dakota State. So I had my numbers wrong on him. Hopefully we can win. I need a Colts miracle. Hey, I'll be calling that game on Sunday as well. That I will be. So here we go, 6:53, and the Chiefs get their first possession now, 2-by-2 set. Now they're going to motion. That is Worthy. They hand it off to Pacheco, trying to go right side, and that is going nowhere. DJ Jones made first contact before Alex Singleton comes in to clean that up entirely. Kansas City going to be trying to lean on the run game tonight with a young and experienced quarterback. Making his first career start on Christmas, second ever to do it. First was Trace McSorley in 2022 for the Cards. So, we got some stats. Here we go, Olodokun in the gun. It's 3-by-1. He will snap it. Another handoff to Pacheco. Pacheco working his way up, breaking some tackles, getting spun around there, and he's just a yard short of the first down at the 35. Or maybe just before the 35, like the 34.7-yard line. Clock ticks below 6 minutes here in this first quarter. Chiefs seeming to bring in a heavier package. Noah Gray has joined the chat. I believe they maybe brought in another offensive lineman. It's going to be under center here for Olodokun. It's very, very tight formation. They send Noah Gray in motion, bring him back to the right side. They will snap it, hand it off once again. That is Kareem Hunt, the battering ram, and he's going to have a first down. Short gain. No, he seemed to get more out of that than anybody thought he would. Got stood up at the line, but just kept the legs churning there. Kareem Hunt's got a first down with 5:22 to go, and Hunt will exit the game. Pacheco will re-enter. Kansas City has a first down. And they're going to be looking to respond to the Broncos field goal here. Kansas City looking to play spoiler to the Broncos. Broncos, all they got to do is win out, and the 1 seed is theirs. There's a robot. Thank you, mods. You guys are the best. 1st and 10 for KC. It'll be under center for Olodokun again. They send Kelsey in motion to the left side. Olodokun under center will snap it. He will hand it off again going right side, and that is stopped in its tracks. DJ Jones able to grab on and hang on to Pacheco there. That's going to go for no gain, maybe a gain of 1 up to about the 40-yard line. Chiefs got much closer on that 3rd and 1. Clock ticks below 5 minutes, and it will be below 4:30 in mere moments. Texans need to lose outright. Yeah, they're not completely eliminated. See, the problem is I need the Texans to win too for the Broncos' sake. Gun set now for Olodokun. It's a 2-by-2 set for Kansas, or 3-by-1 set for KC. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. They snap it. Olodokun will throw it finally. He's flushed out to his right side, pointing, trying to direct. He gets it to Worthy, who breaks out of a tackle, but he steps out of bounds. No, it's incomplete. Didn't have both feet inbounds. That right foot was out of bounds for Xavier Worthy. So despite being open for that catch there, Riley Moss maybe a little bailed out there by the sideline. Yep, he just drifts a little too far. Worthy doesn't get both feet inbounds. It's an incomplete ball. So that's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 9 for Kansas City. Texans are pretty good. Colts are banged up. That is true. Broncos fans need a Texans win on Saturday. Gun set now for Olodokun. 3-by-1 again. 3 to the left. Taking the snap out of the gun. Broncos bring 4. They got a guy back there. He got hit as he threw it, and it is too deep for anybody. The closest man, Jaquan McMillan, deep in the secondary. That'll bring on Matt Ariza to punt this thing away. 4th and 9. Broncos defense. It's not the 3-and-out you would have liked to see. However, it is a good defensive series. Pressure was getting in for Denver, and it's Jonathan Cooper just clawing in and getting up, trying to bat the pass down. Whacks into Olodokun right as he gets that thing away. Through a rocket. Of course, some other storylines as well on the Chiefs injury front. Asa Pole, their starting left tackle now after their top 2 tackles went down, or their top 2 left tackles. Oh, they do. The Colts had the same thing happen. Ariza will boot this thing away there, looking to pin the Broncos deep. Marvin Mims will field this at his own 12-yard line, and now he's trying to go. Breaks out of a tackle. Now he reverses field. Gets a block, kind of. Makes a man miss. And doesn't get any further than the 19, so a lot of things just happened there for him to get about 7 yards. Went to the left and then reversed field to his right. And with 3 and some change to go, that is going to take us once again to another commercial break. Everyone babies the Chiefs. Colts have been dealing with it. Talk your shit. Talk your shit, Ender. There's a robot. Hide user. Go away, robot. I got it. Got it. Can we have 15 likes before we hit the end of the first quarter? We are an ad break. Once again, I appreciate each and every single one of you. I hope you're all having a Merry Christmas. It's a beautiful night. Beautiful night. It was raining heavy here this morning. No snow, which is crazy because usually we get snow at least on Christmas. Mile High Magic in here. Let's go Broncos country. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get those FKCs in chat. Let's get a line of FKC. Yeah, I'm with you there, Ender. I'm with you. Yeah, media doesn't give you guys the same grace or same treatment. Yeah, it's kind of a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of malarkey, if you ask me. Okay. Come for the commentary, stay for the bad voice impressions, and the authentically weird version of myself. I'm here to be a weirdo. I'm a weirdo for doing this, but hey, I've always been a weirdo. Who cares? Yeah, we got the new Bo Nix jersey for Christmas. I'm loving it. We got the ring light right here, so the lighting looks all pretty. I pop in the camera now, which is sick. We're having a good time. I got a sick new hat for Christmas. I'm just not going to wear it. Just not going to wear it because I don't get sponsored by them, but it's back there. It's back there. It's my favorite soda. Goodbye, KC. They didn't do a whole lot on that possession. It was really good punt coverage, though. Marvin Mims almost was able to reverse field. We all know about getting snuffed for KC. Absolutely. Mahomes and Kelsey are still great. They want you to say in unison. Honestly, like, I feel like something that has flown under the radar. Mahomes hasn't been awful this year. He hasn't. Now, Kelsey's washed, and no one wants to admit that Kelsey's washed. Sinbin, how we doing, buddy? Merry Christmas. Merry frickin' Christmas, Sinbin. Glad to see you in here. Oh, we're coming back now. Broncos going to have this ball at their own 19-yard line there. Defense able to force a stop. Mims, 7-yard return, roughly a 7-yard return on that. Of course, camera angle and all that fun jazz. We hit the 15 by the end of the first quarter. You guys are the best. I say it, best viewer base in the NFL, and if you want to join it, subscribe button is down there. Here we go. Nix will be under center. It'll be a 2-by-2 set for the Broncos. They're going to motion Mims from right to left side. Nix snaps it. He will play fake and now roll to his left. Looking for a man. Got a man. Left side. Just underthrown. Mims tries to turn around for it and falls as he goes down, trying to keep the feet in bounds. He was open down that left sideline. Nix just a little off target. He was there. Colts fan is losing his goddamn mind. Sinbin, you're good? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I'm good tonight, man. I'm having a good time. Oh, unfortunately, Broncos offense not looking the best right now. Of course, it's second possession. Nix just kind of his second misfire. Nix giving Mims a thumbs up. Gun set now. I'm going to split backfield for him. I'm going to send Troutman in motion to put him a little more in line. 2-by-1 there at the line of scrimmage. They snap it. They know the no handoff to Harvey. Nix trying to go on a read option, trying to get some blocks. And he's going to have nothing doing there. Ran out of bounds on a loss of 1. Is going to take him back to the 18-yard line. Gives the Broncos their first 3rd and long of the game. They're just trying to get creative on it, too. Just trying to run a little bit of misdirection. Little bit of trickery there, trying to run the read option. They got a good one last week, and Kansas City was ready for it. They're going to call it a loss of really 1.5, 2 yards on it. It sets up 3rd and 12, at least on the broadcast graphic. Sinbin, no, I'll have to send that in the Discord. We did get that hammered out after you hung up. Nix in the gun. It'll be trips left side with a tight, with Ingram in tight on the right, isolated. Nix takes a snap, 5-step drop. Now he's got a roll. He's trying to make something happen in the backfield. Winds up and uncorks one, and it's broken up. Looking for Lil Jordan Humphrey on the side. Did he pick that off? They did. Wow. What a pick along that sideline. Nick's just trying to find somebody downfield. That is Bolton, I believe, that ends up with it. No, Fulton bats it away, gets that right hand in beautifully. And then Nick Bolton able to just snare it out of the air. Quick reaction on a dive. And he controls that ball go into the floor. That's a pick for Kansas City. Nick's with a boneheaded throw there, looking for Humphrey along the left sideline while under immense pressure. Maybe he bobbles it. They might challenge this. I'm not sure. Nick's just trying to create there. I think if he just leads Humphrey a little more, Humphrey has to slow down on this route. Maybe. No, they confirmed the interception. Bolton had possession going down. So it's an early shot in the foot for the Broncos. Nick's giving the ball away a second straight game with a pick. Just looking for Humphrey, trying to do too much. 1st and 10 now with the 35 for Kansas City. They hand off Pacheco going right side, and he's not going much anywhere. It's going to be down to about the 34, 33-yard line. That is DJ Jones that was able to get in, make that tackle. Listen, they called it, I don't know. They confirmed it on the field. I guess someone in New York said it. Definitely aren't playing like a Super Bowl team. Not lately, man. The offense looks sluggish. Like, just initial takeaway, they are looking sluggish. Which is crazy, because Nick's plays his best games against the Chiefs. 2nd and 8 after the gain of 2 down to the 33. Olodokun in the gun, 2x2 set. He will hand that off. No, he's going to RPO it to Noah Gray, and it's PJ Locke able to get to him almost immediately. Wraps him up and hangs on to the leg of Noah Gray. Locke comes in like a heat-seeking missile locked onto a target there. That's only going to be, that'll be limited to a gain of 2. So back-to-back 2-yard gains for Kansas City is going to set up 3rd and 6 and put them at risk of squandering a prime opportunity here to at least tie the game. Early on, this defense is showing their colors here, and maybe that is Reed not trusting Olodokun as much. Now it's an empty set, 3x2, 3 to the left. Now they're going to reload Kareem Hunt into the backfield, 3x1 now. Once again, in the gun, Broncos showing heavy pressure on this one. They pull it off. They only bring 4. Olodokun flushes out. He's got JFM on him. Finds a guy for a 1st down inside the Bronco 25. That is Kelsey down to the 20. And that'll be a Kansas City 1st down. Chris Olodokun able to flush out of pressure and just finds Travis Kelsey along that right side. Mr. Reliable for Kansas City for all these years. Working on Pat Surtain man-to-man. Able to whip around there with him in coverage. And Olodokun showing some good instincts so far tonight. Defense was mostly locked down until then. Of course, you want to see the Broncos. You really want to see the Broncos defense get it together. When he decides to tell Sean to hold his beer, we good? True. Snap it out of the gun. It's a play fake to Worthy on an end around. Broncos brought pressure. Olodokun will run, and he slides. It was a late slide. Broncos converged on him there. No flag comes down. I believe that was Roach and Barron in on the tackle. It brings up 2nd down, maybe a gain of 4 on that to set up 2nd and 6. We'll get one more play here in this 1st quarter, assuming no incompletion. It was Barron pretty much playing dime backer for the Broncos there. And no, they actually might run this down to the 1st quarter. We'll see. We got 13 on the play clock and 14 on the game clock. So we'll see what the Broncos decide, or what the Chiefs decide to do here. Broncos had a rough time in the red zone defensively last week. They do snap it. They hand it off right side to Pacheco, and he's going to get a solid gain out of that there. Maybe a gain of 3 1/4, and that'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter here on Christmas Day. Broncos red zone defense trying to rebound after a bad week against the Jags. Brother and I always say he needs to get his jersey dirty. True. 100%. Sometimes Bo's just got to throw it away. Like, he tries to create so often, and a lot of the time it works, but sometimes it doesn't, and it feels like every time it doesn't, it's a boneheaded situation. Oh, man, we are in commercial break again. End of the 1st quarter. We'll have the 2nd quarter coming up. We did hit the 1st quarter light goal, so we love to see that 100%. See if we can get this up to 20 by halftime. I'd very much appreciate it. Again, really helps us small creators here We've been doing a lot of growing lately, and I cannot express any more appreciation for you guys. You guys have been amazing. Bo does get a little too experimental with the ball, especially when he's rolling, because Bo has been a really good quarterback on the run this year. It's just sometimes, man, he just misfires. Yeah, that was a fast first quarter. Tries to force things he shouldn't, 100%. As a Broncos fan that's been watching them all year, 1,000%. That's how it's been this year at times. It's another weird night so far, though, where Nix is just misfiring on stuff, too. Like, he missed Humphrey early. He really, I mean, he could have put a little more to the side for Humphrey on the interception there. Humphrey had to slow down for it. Young QBs always do. Yeah, young quarterbacks will learn eventually. I think Bo is very much still unfinished. Like, it kind of similar to the Pats. Like, the Broncos are a little ahead of schedule. Nobody expected them to be this good. And yet they are. And in a year where the league is as wide open as it is, if Bo can get that under control, he'd be a damn good QB next season. Again, he's probably going to put in a lot of work. And it's going to be another offseason, too, where he's going to be able to really get into Sean Payton's playbook, because he'll be able to get second full offseason. Because you got to remember, coming into the league as a rookie quarterback is really difficult, because right after the draft, it's pretty much rookie OTAs, training camp, all that fun jazz. And you don't really get that time off going from college to the NFL. That's kind of a thing that a lot of people forget about rookies. That's why you need to give rookies time. Would also look really good wearing a blue number 10. No, he would not, Ender. Get out of here with that absolute buffoonery. Josh Allen at the beginning. Yeah. That Broncos fans would not have had the patience for Josh Allen, unfortunately. Is he making audibles, changing plays? They've got calls, like they've got checks. We've seen him make adjustments at the line this season. I think he's definitely evolving and improving. Bo is objectively a better quarterback than he was early in the year and even last year. Like, there have been improvements. Here we go. We're back. It'll be trips to the left side for KC with a Ludicun. It's going to be 3rd and 3. Kareem Hunt will be in at running back. He will be lined up to the left. They send Juju in motion to make it 2-by-2 to each side. He'll get set. They snap it. A Ludicun dropping now. They will throw it. He's got an out route to Kelsey, and the Broncos able to rally to the ball. Surtain makes the tackle, keeps him short of the sticks. And that's going to set up 4th and very, very short, just behind the 10-yard line. That is going, 4th and less than a yard. They need the 10. They're at about the 10 and a quarter. They need very, very little. Thing about the vision, Bo in it, no. Bo is playing like a high school punk. True. Chiefs are going to line up to go for this thing here on 4th and less than 1. It's going to be a Ludicun in the pistol there. He's got Kelsey to his right. The running back behind him. Gray goes in motion. They hand it off to Hunt, and Hunt able to get forward there. Gain of 6. Or gain of 4, really. Excuse me, I'm getting things flipped around. Kareem Hunt down to the 6. On 4th and 1, that'll set up 1st and goal to go, and the Broncos' red zone defense will have their backs against the wall. They just find something there. Gray able to block the edge, and then they get Kelsey coming around as the fullback to seal the gap. Stranada unable to fight through the block. And it's Hufanga there at the end there. Last line defender able to make the tackle. We didn't steal Peyton or say dropped him. Yeah, whatever. It's going to be an I-form set. Hunt lines up at fullback. They send Worthy as the halfback. Ellis dancing with a Ludicun in the backfield. Almost gets him down. A Ludicun throws it away. Was rolling to his right, and Jonah Ellis coming off the edge was not fooled. Ends up doing the tango in the backfield with Mr. Ludicun there for a moment. Jonah Ellis with great contain. That was one of the critiques I had of the Broncos last week, where the contain lanes, just how awful they had been, and Jonah Ellis able to play that edge well. 2nd and goal for the Bronco defense now as they look to hold the Chiefs out of the end zone. Appreciate it, Kenneth. Thank you, Sin Bin. Appreciate you guys. Gun set now for a Ludicun, 3-by-1. They will hand it off left side to Pacheco. Pacheco not going much of anywhere. He'll be tackled down to the 5 there. That's Singleton and DJ Jones that get in on that one. Gain of 1. That's going to bring a 3rd and goal to go here for Kansas City. Of course, they're looking to take the lead with a touchdown, but will likely happily take any points they've got off of the turnover right here. They are finding they're finding a bit of a rhythm here. Ludicun A lot of short balls for him, but they've been working similar to what the Broncos were doing earlier in their first drive. Phillip Rivers, 5 chicken strips. No. So it'll be 3rd and goal to go for Kansas City at the 5. It's going to be a gun set. Brashad Smith will check in. It's a 3-by-1 set. They snap it. Aludican will throw it. Throws it short for Smith. Smith looking for the edge. Breaks out of a tackle. Touchdown, Kansas City. Chris Aludican with a passing touchdown. Gets it to Brashad Smith out of the backfield. 10 plays, 35 yards off the interception. 5:04 off. And the Broncos' red zone defense continues to struggle through these last 2 games. And it's Brashad Smith just coming from that left side in the backfield, going across on an arrow route straight through the line. Singleton and and Riley Moss should have him dead to rights, but he breaks out of Singleton's tackle, and Moss, as a result, ends up taking a bad angle on him. So now Kansas City has the lead. It's going to bring on Harrison Butker now for the extra point. Nothing happening. Here we go. Snap is down. Kick is up. And it is good. Kansas City with a 7-3 lead. Coming out with a good response off of the Bo Nix interception. We had a flag down on the play. We'll see what this is. Got a little bit of a pushing and shoving. Some guys getting chippy. Looked like Owazurike. And the long snapper for Kansas City, James Winchester, is who they were separating. Things were getting heated there. We'll see what the call is. The Broncos cover running back challenge impossible. All right, offsetting personal fouls. They actually tagged John Franklin Myers, and they zoomed in on Kelsey, so I assume they got him for something. So that's how we get to commercial break on offsetting personal fouls. Brashad Smith out of the backfield just gets lost. So now the Broncos are going to have to go down and respond. Bo Nix threw the pick and set Kansas City up at the 35. And they go down and score. Let's get the stream to 20 likes, because I would very much appreciate it. Again, you want to join the best subscriber base in the NFL? Subscribe button is down here. Last I looked, we're almost at 310. We're at 307 last time. And that will, yeah. Broncos down in this game. It's been interesting for them up to this point. Offense hasn't looked great. I think 40% of the team is still on rookie contracts. Yeah, Broncos still have a lot of young guys. A lot of that offense is young. Of course, Broncos are down some guys too, so we'll have to see what ends up coming out of this. But yeah, I mean, Arrowhead's a tough place to play, and Andy Reid, man, he's going to get his quarterback coached up good enough. The Broncos also, for just whatever reason, cannot cover running backs, so if there's a pitfall for him, it's that. I'm going to have to go buy cough drops tomorrow just for how much of this I'm going to be doing. We have hit 20 likes before halftime. Once again, y'all are the best. Oh, you don't like to see this kind of start out of the Broncos after the, after the loss in Jacksonville. You'd like to see him respond a little better. I think VJ is finally getting himself figured out, man. Just hoping once AR is fully healed, Jones is healed, that we can play well next season, take our spot top of the AFC. It's going to be a long road for a lot of those guys for the Colts, really. And without any first-round picks, like, I don't know really what you guys do in the draft, because, like, what is Indy's needs? Like, you guys still need guys in the secondary. Unfortunately, the defense folded in the red zone. Broncos' red zone defense, last 5 of 6 possessions have gone for touchdowns in the red zone. That's a bit of a concerning trend and a bit of a concerning statistic. Of course, going into this game, Broncos were down Dre Greenlaw. He's kind of been arguably somewhat the best coverage guy. We tend to adjust after the half. We do, but last week it didn't feel like anything got adjusted at all. It really didn't. And it did get the Broncos shellacked last week. So hopefully we can get our stuff together. Someone tell Bo the fourth started already? True. So here we go. After the score, Butker going to boot this thing away. That'll be fielded at the 2-yard line. That is Tyler Bidet trying to go up the center left. He's got a seam to work with, and he's up past the 30, up to the 34-yard line. Get some good blocks there and is able to make something happen with the ball. Get the Broncos some good starting field position. So now Bo, he's got to go down and rebound. Ollie Doken looking for his first touchdown and pick, has neither this season. Damn. Hope you're having a Merry Christmas, Bruce. I don't think I've seen you in here, so appreciate you in here. 100% again, hope you're having a Merry Christmas. We need a lot in the secondary and defense and are now back in quarterback hell. True. I think Jacksonville was ready for us. I think they were too. I think they came in with the best game plan anyone's had all year against Denver. Here we go. Knicks will be in the gun. It's going to be a 2x2 set. Engram will set up off of the line. Chiefs are showing blitz. They send Engram in motion again, move him around just a bunch. Knicks will play fake it to Harvey, rolling. He hits Evan Engram coming across this formation, and Ingram's got a couple of yards there. That'll be a gain of 8. Gets him up to the 44-yard line. Broncos looking to go on a response drive now. That's a good design play call after the interception. You fake it to Harvey out of the gun. You get Nix on the move to his good side. The Jags are scary. 100% they are. 1,000%. It's a gain of 8 for the Broncos, and that will, again, second and short for him now. Nix will come out in the I set. Camera angle not helping. It's going to be 21 personnel for him. 2 receivers left side. Nix will hand it off to Adam Prentice. Prentice will truck forward. It's a gain of 4. That'll get him across the 45 to the 46, and Adam Prentice continues his success on the ground. Of course, one of the favorite stats this year has been Adam Prentice's success rate. You absolutely love it. Again, Broncos down to the backup center as well, so it's good to see the ground game getting something moving. It'll be under center for Nix again, single back set. He will snap it. It's going to be another play fake. Nix straight dropping, checks it down to Harvey, and Harvey bobbles it. Trying to go out to the left side, trying to be the check down. That's kind of been an issue with Harvey all year, has just been drops. Harvey has just been weirdly, he's been so explosive catching the ball, but every now and again, he's just got a head-scratching drop. And it's irritating sometimes with RJ Harvey. For Broncos fans especially, he has so much potential and just can't put it together up to this point. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Nix will come out in the gun. It's a 2x2 set. They send Mims in motion around the backfield. Nix will hand it off to Harvey. Pump fake the screen. Harvey cuts outside. Gets hit hard, but is able to scramble forward for a few yards after the contact. That was Brian Cook that came up and made the contact. Just an absolute pop. And you heard it on the broadcast, Mike, but Harvey able to keep his feet churning and ends up with a couple of yards. It's only a gain of 2 there, but forward progress is forward progress. So now the Broncos going to be looking for something on 3rd and 8 here. Prentice will line up at tailback to Nix's left. It's going to be trips left side after the motion by Franklin from right to left. Nix trying to get something communicated to Miners. They do. Snaps it. Chiefs bring 4. Nix stands in the pocket. Now he's going to scramble up. Lets one rip. Right side. That is Sutton who drops it. Falling to the ground. He had it. And just as he hits the ground, lets it go. Maybe not the greatest throw from Bo Nix there, but it hits Sutton in the hands as he's moving. That is multiple drops on the same drive. Nix able to step up in the pocket. Wide open Sutton. Did throw it a bit wide there. Nix just seems a bit off tonight. Oh, how am I doing tonight? I am well. I've had a great Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, GodGamer98. So that brings on Croshaw for his first punt of the night. Broncos squander a decent start to the drive with a couple of drops. Croshaw will boot this thing away. And that will be fielded at the 8-yard line. That is Brashad Smith, and he'll be tackled before he gets to the 20 at about the 17-yard line. And that's where Chris Aludicon and this Chiefs offense are going to have it. Bo just misfiring a bit tonight, man. Couple of throws that are just a couple of inches wide of his target. Yeah, Bo probably could have ran that, but he is not getting any help from his receivers, man. 2 drops on the same drive, one by Harvey and the one by Sutton. I'm going to leave, but I will sub and join in later. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Be joining the best viewer base in the NFL. Self-proclaimed, obviously, but that is how I feel about it. Oh, man. We already hit the 20 like goal as well. Goodness gracious. See if we can do 25 by halftime. I got to keep up in the numbers, man. No, I appreciate each and all of you for being in here. Like, it's Christmas. Like, a lot of people are going to be spending that with their family and all that good stuff. Throwing on his back foot isn't helping. Well, that one wasn't even really on his back foot. He was rolling forward. All right, well, at least if Twitch was going to buffer, it chose a decent enough time to do it. Yeah, throwing off the back foot is not helping him much, though. Just on the couple that it's... well, no, again, like, it really hasn't felt like... The one he was definitely throwing off the back foot, rolling to his left, that was picked off by Bolton, but, like, other than that, like, it's maybe not setting his feet the best, but I don't know, like, something with Nix tonight is just off. He is just shanking passes tonight, man. We're really seeing first half Bo Nix right now. The defense is in, after that last drive, not a whole lot of room for encouragement. It'll be Kansas City ball when we come back from the break. They're going to have it at their own 17-yard line. It's a good kick by Crawshaw to put him back inside of the 20. Casey letting the rookie play / score. Doken to Brashard. Yeah, they did get that one. Alodakun gets a pretty big touchdown. I think that was his first of his career, at least in the regular season. Nick's drinking a little too much of the Christmas eggnog. Maybe, man. Maybe. Yeah, not sure what's going on with the offense tonight. I think everyone might have had a little too much of the old eggnog there. Sutton with the drop, Harvey with the drop. Lots happening with the Broncos offense right now, and they do not look good right now. I'll keep it a buck. They do not look great. Oh, we are back. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Kansas City once they're done running all the broadcast stuff. Kelsey, man, hell of a career if this is it for him. 3rd and catches and receiving yards, touchdowns for the tight end position. Yeah, alrighty. It's going to be 1st and 10 for Lodakun in the offense, coming off a touchdown drive. Defense gets a stop for him, so they're going to go down and try to extend it here. 2x2 set for him under center. They motion Worthy to the right side. They'll hand it off to Pacheco, and an over-pursuing Hufanga gives up a huge play. And he's going to be up to the 30. It's a gain of 13 for Isaiah Pacheco up to the 30-yard line. Hufanga just over pursuing as he gets into the backfield. He's got Pacheco dead to rights, but over pursues there. The arm tackle isn't enough. Feels weird they're trying to profit off his retirement. Hey, man, it's the business does what the business does, unfortunately. Whether we like it or not. Whether we like it or not. 1st and 10 now at the 31. They're going to go under center and hand it off to Pacheco again up the middle, who gets a lineman shoved into him and then is tackled in the backfield. Loss of 1 or 2 there. Benito on the loss, but it was Dondre Tillman, I believe, that shoved one of those offensive linemen back into him here. If I get a replay on that Thursday night, that'd be sick, because that was a hell of a hit that just got a guy shoved back onto his ass. Pacheco had nowhere to go, tried to hesitate in the backfield to find really anywhere to go. So here we go, gun set on 2nd and 10. They call it no gain. They play fake it to Pacheco, and that is dropped, trying to screen it to Worthy right side. It gets dropped by Worthy, trying to catch and run it there before any of the Broncos can hit him. And they get nothing out of it. 9:11 to go here in the half. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. Broncos trying to force a 3 and out there to get the offense the ball back on a night where they have just looked completely out of whack. Kelsey is a big game away from passing Jason Witten for receiving yards at the tight end position. 12-9-67 at 13-0-46. 3rd and 10. It's a 2x2 set for Alodakun. That is, I believe, Pacheco in. No, it's Hunt at running back. He slings it out short there, and that'll be caught but short. That is Hollywood Brown with Riley Moss in coverage to make the tackle. Tackle made at the Chief 39, so that should bring out Matt Ariza to punt this thing away. And it will. 4th and 3. The Broncos defense able to hold. They just try a quick slant Try to get some run after catch there from Hollywood Brown. He's a guy that's been shifty and pretty quick his whole career. Riley Moss with great coverage on the play, just able to make the tackle there, and that brings up again fourth and 3. Kansas City will punt this thing away. Matt Ariza on for his second kick of the night. Here's the snap. He will boot this thing away into the winter air. That'll be fielded by Mims. He fakes the fair catch. We got a flag down, and that'll roll into the end zone. So this is at least going to be at the 20. But we'll see where the flag is here, if it's on a Bronco, on a blocker or not. Mims faked the fair catch. He wasn't even in the same zip code. Holding on the receiving team. So that'll be a 10-yard penalty. Broncos are going to be starting this drive at their own 10-yard line when we come back from ad break. So stupid penalty there. It's the first accepted penalty of the game. Of course, we had the offsetting penalties on the Chiefs' PAT earlier, so, no harm, no foul there. And the Broncos will be hit with that first accepted penalty. We are close to the halftime goal for the Lag. See if we can hit 25 here. Broncos going to be getting the ball back once we get out of commercial break. Let's see if you're really enjoying what you're hearing. I mean, hell, a few of you guys have already gotten me here. 310 subs. It's a big, big number. We just hit 300 on Sunday, so I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. See if we can hit, let's see, I'm trying to think. See if we can hit 320 on the stream. Like I said, you guys are outstanding. Yeah, the Broncos, I'm with you, Ender. Broncos need to wake the hell up, man. Offensively. Honestly, the defense not playing bad up to this point. They're not. They've kind of got Andy Reid. They've got him. Offense really needs to get off of the plane here. Outside of the one drive where they just ate a bunch of clock and I think really went through their entire script. There was not a lot doing for them. Would like to see him run the ball more. That was part of my takeaways from the Jacksonville game, is that they needed to run the ball a little more. Even if it's not exactly fully successful, like, you still got to try and wear a defense down. The Broncos splits lately in the run to pass ratio have been rough. Like last week, what was it, like 12 or 13 to 47? Like, I really don't need Bo Nix throwing the ball 45 plus times a game, to be honest. And the Broncos really, I mean, like, they had times in that game where it was a one-score game and they just went away from the run. That is something Peyton tends to do a lot, is he will just get away from the run no matter how much he's trailing, it feels like. You'd like to see him try it more, because again, like, they've had a couple of plays tonight where they've found a little bit of success. Nothing too crazy, obviously. Nothing, like, super explosive, but they found something. And just not happening for him. Just not calling it. Let me... Can this stupid wheel work with me? Well, this is not a tip back. I'm the idiot. It's me. I'm the problem. I am the issue. Alrighty, Broncos now going to have this at their own 10-yard line, but it will be 1st and 10. They are going to be looking to go down and try to take the lead here on this possession with a touchdown. Like to see the offense get out of its own way. Nick snaps it out of the gun, rolling right immediately. He's got a man short. That is Sutton. That'll be set for a gain of 4. Gets him up to the 14 there. Broncos just trying to get a quick hitter to get the drive started there. And they do exactly that. 8-13 and ticking down. And again, Broncos would clinch an AFC West title with a win tonight and a Chargers loss on Saturday. I'm with you, Sinbin. Yeah, hand the ball to Harvey. That's what I said that's what I said for a good chunk of the day after show. Yeah, on Monday. Was that they just need to run the ball. It's a gain of 4 for the Broncos up to the 14-yard line. Of course, they started at the 10 after the penalty. Knicks will have this under center. It's an eye for him, set for him. 22 personnel. They're going to hand it off to Jaleel McLaughlin trying to left side. They're not going to get much. Maybe a gain of 3 on that one. Is 2 or 3 on that. Modest gain. Short gain, really. And that's going to set up 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 3 for the Broncos. Be looking to get their first 3rd down conversion, it feels like, since that first possession. You'd like to see him tick a bunch of time down and then just score before the half. Broncos do have to give Kansas City the ball back coming out of the second half, so you don't want to let them double up here. Speaking of the day after, maybe, but not a big concern. Nick's in the gun. They motion Mims right to left side to make it a 2x2 set. Play clock down to 5. Nick snaps it. He will drop. Chiefs bring 4. Nick slings it, and he's got it diving. Cortland Sutton on the right side for a first down. Up to the 24-yard line, and the Broncos will keep the drive a-moving. Bo Nix, just a quick little drop there. Stood in the pocket as pretty much all the pressure shifted right. Sutton on a nice slant route. Working on number 20 of Kansas City. That is, if I can find a corner. Do I have him on here? Yeah, Noel Williams. Working on Noel Williams. I believe their current number 1 corner at the moment. Now they'll come out I set. It'll be 22 personnel for the Broncos. 1 wide receiver out there in Humphrey. Nix will snap it. It's going to be a play fake to Harvey. Nix stands in the pocket. Now he's rolling around a little bit there. Nobody's open downfield, and he's just going to throw this away. Nobody open down the field there. Great coverage by the Kansas City secondary. Nobody there. Great protection by the Broncos offensive line. How we doing tonight, Vic? Glad to see you in here, buddy. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you once again. If I missed you in chat by some unfortunate swing of events. Yeah, Knicks just had nothing down the field on that one. They go play fake out of the eye. Had nothing develop downfield. Brings up 2nd and 10. I think we're going to see Knicks under center here. The camera's not working with me. They will. It'll be single back trips to the left side for Bo. They're going to motion Franklin from the slot to the right side. Knicks once again will play fake it. He's going to screen it to Harvey left side. Harvey's got a little bit set up there. And he's going to be up to the 28-yard line. Modest gain and sets up 3rd and more manageable for him here. It's going to be about 3rd and 5 for the Broncos after that one. Looking for another 3rd down conversion here after getting that 3rd and 3. The nice slant route by Cortland Sutton makes it 3rd and 6, actually. It's a gain of 4. They are outside of their own 20-yard line, which is encouraging. They're moving the ball a little bit there. This was the same problem they had last week. They could move the ball, but they just could not score. 3rd and 6 for the Broncos. They're going to be in the gun. It'll be Bidet that joins the backfield now to Nix's left. Nix takes a low snap. A blitz is on for Kansas City. Nix rolling around. Nix is going to run with this thing. And Nix, carrying the ball like a loaf of bread, falls forward, and he's got a first down. Like to see him get that a little more high and tight. He's got the ball all the way out here, brother. That's concerning. He keeps his eyes downfield, though, and nothing develops. Nick's just able to run it. Gets a good little scramble drill. I was a little scared. They had a player punching for the ball. 2x2 set now for Nix in the gun. I believe that is Bidet that remains in the game. He will be to Nix's left. Nix short drop, slings it. Franklin trying to break out of a tackle, and he cannot. On the coverage there, number 27 for Kansas City. That is, can't find a name for some reason. I believe that is Jaden Hicks. Or no, Chamari Connor. Excuse me, safety for Kansas City. Yeah, again, Nick's very worrying on that carry there. It's a gain of 4 for the Broncos. To Troy Franklin on the reception. Nick's just a little one-hitch out route there that he throws to Franklin. Forward progress gives him 4. Holding the ball like a burrito, true. We hit 25 likes, by the way. Thank you. 4:23 to go. Broncos up to the 46-yard line. They send Mims in motion right to left. They fake the handoff to McLaughlin in the gun, then throw it to Mims, who gets a block from Troutman, and he's into Kansas City territory with a first down. It's a gain of 7 on the play there, and again, it gets them down to about the Kansas City 48-yard line. Broncos now in enemy territory after starting with the ball at their own 10. They bring Mims from slot right. They send him in motion across and behind the formation. They fake it to McLaughlin. They get some good blocks set up downfield. That is Humphrey and Troutman. Nix just tosses it out there, lets Mims cook. Looking at me at 3 a.m. when I see a spider in the kitchen. It's a 1st and 10 now for the Broncos. Nix will come out in the gun. It's a 3-by-1 set, 3 to the right side for him. Mercedes Lewis in the game, and they hard count it, and they get it. That is Jerry Tillery that jumps. They're going to get a free 5 out of this to scoot him up a little further. So at 3:38 now, Broncos should get a free 5 yards on an encroachment call. Never mind, it's false start by Ben Powers. Never mind, the Chiefs get a free 5 yards. It's Ben Powers that moves on the hard count there, and that is what gets Jerry Tillery to fly offsides. They're showing the replay, and again, that is Powers there. Not sure what he did. That just looked like offsides by Jerry Tillery. What? That? Oh, come on. All right, that should have been neutral zone infraction, whatever. It's a 3-by-1 set for Nix out of the gun. They play fake it to McLaughlin. Nix rolling. He's got all day. Now he's got to run for it. Nix on the move, and he's rolling. And he's going to get back inside the original set of sticks. It looks to be about a gain of 8 on the play. Gets across the 45-yard line. Yeah, no idea what that call was there. They kind of handed that one to him. It's a gain of 9 for Bo Nix there, and he's already up to 23 yards rushing on the ground. Brings up 2nd and 6, so he's able to get that yardage back and more. Comes out as about a 4-yard run on what would have been 1st and 10. Yeah, they really should have had that free 5 yards, but all right. Powers didn't do shit. 2nd and 6, it'll be another gun set for the Broncos. Another 3-by-1 set, 3 to the left. One guy isolated up top on the right side. Nick snaps it with 1 on the play clock. They run a draw to McLaughlin. McLaughlin with room, and he's got a gain of 5 up to the Kansas City 37-yard line, it appears. It's going to make 3rd down much easier there. That was a long developing draw. Nix and McLaughlin basically stood there just like reading the defense there for a minute. So the Broncos should be able to run this down to the 2-minute warning, and they're going to be looking to give Kansas City absolutely no time at the end of the half to go do anything. Don't want to let them double up there, and they want to go into this into halftime with a lead. So that does bring us to the 2-minute warning. Here in Kansas City, we hit the halftime light goal there. So again, y'all are the best. See if we can hit 320 subs here tonight. That would be the best Christmas present I could possibly get. Yeah, it was Jerry Tillery all the way that jumped off sides. I really don't know what the call was or what they were looking at there. He was signaling. I don't even know if he was signaling. I think it was just moving his hand, and they called that as grounds. Not even Terry agreed with it, so shows is what it is. Broncos are going to have a 3rd and 1 here once we get back from the 2-minute warning. I'm going to shoot for the moon, see if we can hit 30 likes before halftime. We already hit the 1 goal. Let's see if we can squeeze in 5 more before the 2-minute warning. Again, helps me get out to more people, and it reminds me that I have the best viewer base in the NFL. Broncos offense, though, they're making things happen here on this drive, though. Good to see. It kind of the same thing that I was saying, like, they were able to move the ball against Jacksonville. They had some explosive plays against the Jags. They just couldn't punch it in. And we've already seen this offense stall out inside the 10 once. So you'd like to see them go down and convert here in the red zone here, make it 1 for 2 on the day up to this point. The defense, they do seem to be playing better up to this point. They were started in a bad spot on the touchdown drive that they did give up. They were started in just a horrendous spot at their own 35, which is obviously less than ideal. Off of the pick, it is what it is. Yeah, weird game up to this point. That penalty was one of the calls of all time, but... hot take, feel like Peyton doesn't know how to coach with his personnel, have a dual threat quarterback. The way the game is going, Peyton needs to run with him and Harvey a bit more. You would like to see it. We did try a read option earlier. Didn't really work all that great. Nick's kind of he would have gotten blown up if he didn't like go out of bounds. It was going to be a loss anyway. No reason to take the hit for Nick's. Maybe more quarterback power stuff. Maybe you'd like to see. I do think they need to get RJ Harvey going more than they do. I mean, ever since Dobbins has gone down, like, Peyton has been really, really pass happy. Really, really pass happy, and that's just kind of been the trend. That's how Peyton calls offenses a lot of the time. Sean Payton's a stubborn guy, kind of always has been. Alrighty, almost back to the field here. I'm gonna get me a sip of water out of this new water bottle I got for Christmas. This is a big-ass water bottle, too, bro. Going to be 3rd and 2 for the Broncos. It's a gun set, split backfield now. Harvey is going to set up to make a trips right side. McLaughlin remains in the backfield. They hand it off to McLaughlin. McLaughlin with a gap, and McLaughlin's off to the races. Down to the Kansas City 23, and the Broncos with another 3rd down conversion. Man, we were just railing to get the run game going, and they do a little bit of misdirection. They get Harvey in motion to set him up on the right side in that trip set. And then it's just pretty much straight up power run there. None of the linemen pulling, no nothing. They just send it. It's just inside zone, and it's a good cut there by McLaughlin to find more yards. He's averaging 7 a pop. So here we go. 1st and 10, a minute 23 ticking down. Nick's in the gun. That is going to be Harvey in the backfield, 2 by 2. They motion Mims towards the right side around the backfield. He's going to pump fake the screen, and then he's going to let one go. What a catch! Sliding catch across the sticks by Michael Bandy. That is Noel Williams there in zone coverage. Or no, excuse me, Adam Troutman. Sorry, you see a white number 80-something for the Broncos making a hell of a catch. Now, glad to see both of you guys in here, though. Sin, Hill Time. I'm excited for tomorrow. Live show tomorrow is going to be gas. If you don't want to miss it, subscribe and notifications. Yeah, what a catch there by Adam Troutman. 42 seconds and ticking down. Broncos still have all 3 timeouts here in the half. Now at the KC-11, they snap it out of the gun. Nick standing in with 4 rushing. And it bounces out of Sutton's hands. Almost intercepted by Christian Fulton. Sutton having an off night. Oy, oy, oy. Just threw a heater ball into Sutton. Sutton comes open across the left side of the field, getting behind Jamari Connor. He would have had a touchdown if he catches that. Christian Fulton's in god-awful position. Instead, he drops it again. That's a touchdown that he drops. Nick's getting into it with a couple of the Chiefs there with Chris Jones. 2nd and 10 for the Broncos, 33 seconds. It'll be single back set. Nick's under center. He is going to play fake it to Harvey, who picks up the blitz. Nick's has to scramble a bit, slings it for the end zone. Was throwing for the corner, looking for Sutton. Sutton thinks he's in. He wasn't. It would have been the Mike Wallace catch from the Super Bowl if he's just a little further inbounds. It's a hell of a throw for Nick's. Either you high point it, your guy gets it, or nobody does. But now it's 3rd and 10, and the Broncos are at risk of stalling once again in the red zone. It would be 0 for 2 in the red zone tonight. And it would be 0 for 2 inside the 15. 26 seconds to go. 3rd and 10. Gun set for Nick's. It'll be empty. 3 by 2. 3 to the left side. Almost got neutral zone there. Nick snaps it. Chiefs bring 4. Nick lets it rip. No! Cortland Sutton had a hell of a catch. And it just comes out of his hands. Again, couple of Chiefs were converging in on him. It would have been a hell of a catch. And Sutton just can't finish the catch. He's got Fulton all over him, and it gets jarred loose by Cook coming in there and knocks it loose. He's got a man plastered over him again in Christian Fulton. Oh, man. So it's going to bring up 4th and 10, and Will Lutz will come on and make this a 1-point game. I've accidentally moved the score. There we go. From 30 yards, Lutz is good. And it'll make it a 6-7 game. Offense stalling out. Cortland Sutton on Christmas night cannot deliver a gift for the Broncos, given Kansas City gifts here on Christmas. With a lot of drops, couple of different drops in the same drive. Bo Nix getting no help. Immediate note there is just drops are a huge problem. Yeah, we're going to start taking notes already. Drops. Big problem for first half offense. The good news is the Chiefs are only going to have about 20 seconds to try to get into scoring range. I imagine we try to see some kind of dirty kick. Yeah, a lot of drops. Sutton dropped a touchdown really the play before, or the second down before that one. Yeah, the play before. Sutton had a wide open touchdown if he just hangs on to the ball. Cortland Sutton is having the worst game I think I've ever seen him have here in the first half. Oh, boy. We are 3 likes on the stream, away from 30 before halftime. I would greatly appreciate it if we could hit that benchmark. We got the rest of this ad break and then about 20 seconds left. Then we'll be to halftime. up to 312 subs as well, and I hope to earn enough of you over to get to 320 by the end of the night. You guys have been awesome already tonight. Appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, can we call Pep? No, that guy is very much in concussion protocol, and that's where he needs to stay. Bryant does not need to be playing ball games right now. The Broncos are really playing down to competition right now, man. Really, really bad. Courtland Sutton just has been bad tonight. That's just it. That's just it. He had a touchdown on second down and he dropped it. Like that's really what it was. That is 100% what it was. No clue what's going on. We don't need Bo killing Pat again. Yeah, that too. We like PB around here. Yeah, just weird game for the Broncos right now. They are playing down bad to Kansas City. 0 for 2 in the red zone tonight. And I agree, they do need to run the ball a lot more than they have been. I don't know why they don't run once in that sequence. I mean, dude, McLaughlin's having a hell of a night right now. He's going to bring Lutz to boot this thing away with 19 seconds to go. He's going to let this rip. This will be fielded in the end zone and brought out. So we'll see how this goes for Brashad Smith, trying to cut towards the middle, and he is tackled at his 25. So with 14 seconds, we'll see if Kansas City tries to do anything here. It's going to be Chris Olodokun. We'll see how much Andy Reid trusts him here. See if they try anything here with 14 seconds. They ran a lot of time off of the clock on that return, relatively speaking. And we've hit our 30 likes. This is why you guys are the best. This is why you guys are the greatest. It's going to be a gun set for Olodokun. 3-by-1 with Kelsey in line at tight end to the left side. They're going to hand it off to Kareem Hunt going up the middle there, just trying to see if something big happens. And he's breaking tackles. And not tackled until after a gain of 9, and I think everyone's just going to let this run to the locker room. That is exactly what is going to happen. Halftime, 7-6 ball game. The Broncos sputtering hard. Sputtering hard on offense, especially in the red zone right now. Goes to show why Peyton's 9-9 in the playoffs. Doesn't adjust like McCarthy at the end in Green Bay. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Oh, man. Chiefs are going to get the ball to start the second half. I am going to be right back. I had to run to the bathroom, drank a lot of water during the first half to try and keep the throat a little good here. So, yeah, that brings us to halftime. We'll have all the numbers and all the good stuff coming up here in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. Already halftime. Both of these teams have had really long possessions and have done jack shit with said possessions. Let's go take a look here at these halftime stats, as we always do here, and then we'll go peek at some of the scores from around the league today. Man, I got a lot to say right now. I got a lot to say. Passing, Bo Nix is 13 to 22, 86 yards with a pick. And he should have a touchdown, and he should be over 100 yards. Unfortunately, the dropsies have infected the Broncos tonight. Oh, hey, light switches. This guy's going to come be an asshole again. Whatever. Jaleel McLaughlin in the run game, 4 for 28 tonight. Bo Nix, 4 23. RJ Harvey, 5 of 11. And Adam Prentice, 1 for 3. He converted a first down. Receiving-wise, leading receiver is RJ Harvey, 3 for 19 with a drop. That's going to be a common theme. Adam Troutman with a catch for 13 yards on a 6 sliding grab. Evan Ingram, 2 for 12. He got targeted early in this game. Hasn't done a lot since. Cortland Sutton, 2 for 11. And he's the guy that has been the big issue right now. Multiple drops throughout the game and dropped what would have been a touchdown. Oh, man. Sutton's having a bad game so far. Franklin, 2 for 10. Bandy's got a catch for 8 yards. Marvin Mims, 1 for 7. And Lil Jordan Humphrey, 1 for 6. Yeah, thanks for the engagement, man. Honestly, I'll take it. Defensively for the Broncos, no sacks so far, but they have been getting pressure in tonight, forcing Olodokun to move around a bit. Just haven't gotten home up to this point. No turnovers for the Broncos defensively, but outside of one drive where they started at their own, where Kansas City started at the Denver 35, they've held up pretty well tonight against a third-string quarterback. Meanwhile, Chris Olodokun, 5 for 9, 27 yards, and a touchdown for him, and that touchdown went to none other than Brashad Smith, the speedster at running back, and a little bit of a gadget player for the Chiefs. Rushing, Pacheco, he's 8 for 29. Kareem Hunt is 3 for 19. Had a big 9-yard carry there at the end of the half. Nobody had much to do there. And then Olodokun has a 4-yard scramble himself. Kelsey, the leading receiver, with 13 yards. Hollywood Brown, 7 yards. Smith, 5 yards in the aforementioned touchdown. Noah Gray's got 2 yards. And then Worthy had a drop as well. Drops have been a common theme in this game, I tell you what. Kansas City interceptions. Nick Bolton's got one, and it was deflected, I believe, if I can remember the guy's name, by Christian Fulton, number 8 for Kansas City. Kansas City's defense, kind of doing the Broncos defense. They're kind of doing the Broncos defense thing where they're letting the Broncos move between the 20s, but as soon as they get down to the red zone, it's pretty much shut out from there. Broncos have had 2 drives in the red zone tonight and can't do anything with either one. Otherwise, they could have a 10-7 or a 14-7 lead, but they will come out of the locker room down in the game. 1 bad possession on offense, despite almost doubling Kansas City's time of possession. They are down 1. I don't let one troll, kind of paint the whole fan base for me, man. We take these things on an individual basis. What I would like to see from the Broncos coming out of the second half, you want to see the defense clamp down again like they have so far during the game. And then what else do we got? I really want to see this offense commit to the run. Jaleel McLaughlin has had the juice tonight. 7 yards per carry, 4 carries, 28 yards. The Broncos have a decent running game, and I think I saw somebody say up here, yeah, Peyton's like Steichen, just forgets he has a good run game. Just completely forgets. Insufferable, I resemble that remark. That is not a compliment, but whatever. Again, thanks for the engagement. I'll take it. I will take it. Hey, Grossi Tom! Grossi Raid, no shit! Hell yeah! Grossi came in here! Merry freaking Christmas to all of yous! Holy hell, we got everyone in here! Oh, we are about to send everything out of the stratosphere. Grossi, thank you so much. Grossi Raid! Hell yeah, we here! And we are being steered in an upwards direction. Hell yeah! Appreciate each and every one of you. Merry frackin' Christmas, you guys. Grossi Raid, go Broncos. Sorry, I can't get to each and every one of it, but you guys are awesome, man. Hey, Sutton, catch the ball. Agreed. Liked and sub. Appreciate it, Teresa. Hope I can hold you here and earn that. I will say, play-by-play is pretty much my specialty. Appreciate each and every one of you. Again, thank you, Tom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What a Christmas present. You guys are outstanding, man. You guys are awesome. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you, Scriptwriter. Absolutely. The Scriptwriter hath gifted me a beautiful Beautiful Christmas. Holy hell. Like the stream and subscribe. Oh, appreciate that, Ender. Appreciate you, buddy. Hoping for a Denver Green Bay Super Bowl. It'd be a hell of a time, man. That would be a hell of a game. Hell of a rematch too for the year. Yeah, that would be insane. Yeah, if any of you want to stick around, man, this is kind of my specialty. I would like to have a chance to earn whatever, earn a like, earn a sub, all that good stuff. Give me a quarter at least. Bear dog, bear down, subscribed. Appreciate that, bear down. I'll give you that one, buddy. We're DB for L over here, man, but I do appreciate it. No, you guys are absolutely the best. Subbed, appreciate it, 1000%. No, you guys are the absolute best, man. Appreciate you, Grossi. If you're still in here, appreciate you a lot, dude. Goodness, what a night. Chaotic good reigns supreme once again. Oh, frackin' Christmas from a Saints fan. Thank you. Thank you. Well deserved. Appreciate it, Pan. Hill time. Yeah, buddy, you came back at a hell of a time, buddy. Hey, everyone, go give Hill time some love as well. I'll be live with him and Sinbin tomorrow. Go give those guys some love as well. Would like to see them start popping off. Same as I've been lately. But yeah, holy hell, you guys are the best. You guys are the best. We should be just a few minutes away from kickoff. We'll be getting back to your regularly scheduled play-by-play here in the near future. Broncos are going to be chasing one as they kick off to Kansas City. And they are doubling KC in nearly every offensive statistical category. And yet, because of an interception by Nix on that second possession, they are behind. Kansas City goes down and does something with that red zone possession. They get Denver absolutely nothing. Good play-by-play, rooting for the wrong team. Let's go, Jags. Appreciate the compliment, man. Maybe I can bring you to the good side. Maybe not on team-wise. I don't think we're ever going to agree there, but... However, appreciate the compliment, man. Great announcer voice. I appreciate that, Big Fork. It's what I specialize in around here, man. I love play-by-play, man. I grew up watching a lot of, like, best of insert play-by-play guy compilations. I don't know, man. Just a lot of inspirations there. Dave Logan, the Broncos radio guy, had to shout me out. Come on. I'm going to share the love. Come on, Hill. Come on, T. We're out here sharing the love. It's Christmas, all right? Come on, man. Nah, dude, holy hell. What a Christmas present, man. Thank you again, Tom. Thank you. Love me some Broncos. Had too many good times in Denver. I haven't had a lot of times in Denver since like I've really become an adult, but I used to go out there a lot during the summer. We'd go see my grandpa out there, man, and so I've been to Mile High a couple of times. Hate the Jags, Colts fan, but if you're cool and nice and you're fine. I'm just reading chat at this point. But yeah, like I've been to Denver a bunch. A lot of it was when I was a kid. But like I went to Mile High. I got a Broncos mini helmet. It's sitting up on my shelf, just slightly out of camera shot. But I could probably kind of pan real quick. Yeah, just up there. Got my Bronco mini helmet, and then also as well, we've got I went to a preseason game in 21. Yeah, because that was the year Teddy Bridgewater was quarterback for the Broncos. Yeah, when saw a Broncos preseason game against the Rams. It's a hell of an atmosphere, man. I'm interested to see what they do with the retractable stadium. But yeah, no, whether you're here from the stream or from the raid, or whether you're here just because you found me, I appreciate each and every freaking one of you. We're almost at 3:30. Super proud. Couldn't happen to a better person. I appreciate you, Trent. I appreciate the hell out of you, man. We have already gone through the halftime stats, but we can go give some of these other games a look during the rest of halftime. Dude, halftime feels like it took forever. Earlier in the day, you had Cowboys Commanders, a great game there. Dallas moves to 7-8-1 on a 30-23 win against the Commanders. Josh Johnson doesn't quite hit 200 yards there, but 15-23 does what he needs to do. Ja'Cory Krosky Merrick goes for a $105 and 2 scores. Malik Davis, $103 and nothing for him in the end zone. Prescott plays a good game, although he only really shoots half his passes. And then receiving-wise, the leader for Dallas is Kevontae Turpin with 1 catch for 86 yards. Sounds like that was a damn good game over there. And then the Lions completely blew their opportunity. And believe it or not, the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings are now tied at 8-8 apiece. Brosmer basically does nothing all game. Jordan Addison had a 65-yard rushing touchdown. Goff threw 2 interceptions. Appreciate you, Ender. Appreciate you. And if you're the Las Vegas Raiders, please get a better team. Oh, man. Now, I appreciate each and all of you. Of course, I've got 2 of the greatest mods around here, Bok Choi, Ender Games. Those guys are great. Ender Games done all the graphics for me around these parts. So, huge shout to him. Shout to Bok, Trent over at Hilltime, Sinbin. I took... choked like a charger on my drink reading that. Jeez Louise. So here we go. We are getting ready and getting set now for the second half. Broncos looking for their first win in Arrowhead in 10 years. Meanwhile, Kansas City looking to play spoiler to the Broncos. Broncos have had just an incredible amount of drops tonight. Sutton with multiple on the night. Harvey has a pretty big impact drop. It's been a rough go for the Broncos offense so far. They can't execute in the red zone. Sutton should have had a touchdown. Saw Elway beat the crap out of my high school team, the Van Noys. He was on another planet. Dude, high school and college Elway, like for the era, was nuts. He was a good quarterback for Denver. I do think he gets a little overhyped. He is the best Broncos quarterback in history. 1,000%, dude. But John Elway was crazy when he was on. Lutz is going to boot this thing away, and we are underway in the second half. Fielded at the 7 with a running start by Brashad Smith, and he looks to have an opening. No, he's going to get up past the 35. Before I believe that is Tyler Bidet and Devon Key get in to tackle him down. So Kansas City is going to start this at their 26. Mr. Raid was doing laundry. Hey, you're all good, Sinbin. Glad you're getting your laundry done. Glad you got your laundry done. I did record it, so I can upload it later. Of course, I'm going to have to go cut that out, but it is what it is. Well, shit. Let's see if we can hit 100 likes. The Lodokun's going to start this under center. Going to be a 3-by-1 set, 3 to the right, 1 to the left here for a Lodokun. They're going to motion Kelsey to the left side. That'll set it 2-by-2. They snap it. He will hand it off up the middle, going Isaiah Pacheco, and Pacheco with very little to go, but he gets some push on the back end there, and he's up to his own 39-yard line. Couple of Broncos on the tackle. Ayuomo Wazarike, and on that one, big number 96, one of the Broncos' backup defensive linemen. And that certainly is going to be what the Broncos need to do here. I mean, possess the hell of out of the ball, run the ball first of all, but also defensively, defense has got to bring it here in the second half. Kansas City has had one real drive of success. Here we go, gun set for a Lodokun. Now it's another, it's a 2-by-2 set for him. Right side is tight with 2 tight ends. Play clock down to 7. Lodokun gets it off. He will pass. Broncos bring 4. Now he's got to step up in the pocket. He loses the ball and then basically dribbles it, then throws it and finds Juju Smith across the 50 up to the 49-yard line. Juju Smith. He's the one on the catch there. Lodokun basically dribbles it to himself, rolling to his left. Cindy said, "You're the best." Just started at Chris. Not sure what's going on there. Third quarter. Yep, all that. Colts the reason Elway became a Bronco. Yep. Ender's on that stealing stuff. Jeez Louise. Cindy said, "You're the best." I don't know the context on that one, RY, but I appreciate it. Think Denver's going to win? I think they can. They just got to clean it up, man. They really do. What a play there by Lodokun to get that ball away. It's going to be under center for him. 2-by-2 with Kelsey in motion to the left. They go play fake now. Lodokun gets blasted as he lets it go. And flag is down. Pat Surtain working on Xavier Worthy is going to get Kansas City deeper into Bronco territory. Pat Surtain is going to get the PI thrown on him. No, you men didn't say steal, blame Baltimore. No clue what's going on in my chat anymore. But let's get the stream to 100 likes. Yeah, they're going to get Surtain. He's man-on-man with Xavier Worthy there. And Surtain, I really don't think he needs to get as pushy as he does. He doesn't need to do what he does. He's in great position to jump up and bat the ball. So Kansas City now deep into Denver territory after the pass interference. We'll see where they spotted that. It's the Broncos' third penalty on the game there, and it's a big one now. 3 accepted penalties for 42 yards. Any of them drop a like? Oh, they did. They did. We got a bunch of likes. 1st and 10 now with the Bronco 21. Olodokun in the gun will play fake it, then pump it left. Now he's under pressure, running for his life, and he's going to get eaten alive in the backfield. Loss of 10. Jonah Ellis in conjunction with Dondre Tillman are going to get back there and drop Olodokun for a loss of 10. That's going to bring up 2nd and 20 back to the 31-yard line. Has nowhere to go. It's a play fake to Hunt, and then he pumps to his left side on the screen. Nowhere to go. Young quarterbacks there are going to make mistakes like that. Vance Joseph able to confuse the young quarterback, and Olodokun, inexperienced, has nowhere to go, and he doesn't throw it away. They call it a loss of 9 to the 30. 2nd and 19 now. 2-by-2 set for Olodokun. Going to snap it out of the gun. Quick throw. Hollywood in and out of the hands on a ball that was behind him. Riley Moss in coverage. It's going to make it 3rd and 19. Broncos looking to just hold up to a field goal now after the long penalty from Pat Surtain. 20-yard penalty. Gave you a like? Thank you, light switches. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Ooh, water down the wrong tube. Yeah. Here we go. Chiefs 3 for 6 on 3rd down tonight. Average to go is around 6. Empty set 3-by-2. Now they're going to reload the backfield with Hunt to make it 3-by-1. Kelsey isolated to the left side. Olodokun dropping. Broncos rush 4 on a screen, and it's Jonah Ellis with a huge tackle for loss on Juju Smith. Jonah Ellis with a couple of different impact plays on the same drive. That's going to make the kick a little harder there for Harrison Butker. I believe it was about a loss of 5. Trying to screen it, anticipating a blitz. It is a loss of 5. So now on 4th and 24 with the wind blowing, it's going to be Harrison Butker from 53. They're going to be kicking this from the right hash. Harrison Butker. He's been a good kicker from this range, but he's been inconsistent this year. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good on the left third. Can't breathe that stuff. Yeah, breathing water bad. Apparently I don't have gills and I'm not a fish. Oh yeah, they did score, by the way. They did get that. I don't know why I did the wrong thing. 10-6 Kansas City. We fixed the score, and it's still Chiefs ball until kickoff. Yeah, apparently breathing water is a bad idea. Inhaling water, not good. Yeah, just trying to keep the whistle wet tonight, though. I don't know, VoiceBox is kind of fighting with me. Probably didn't give it, I don't know, long enough to recover. I think it's used to going a week between performances like this, so short rest here for myself and the Broncos, and they're down 4. It's high-quality H2O. You're damn right that's high-quality H2O. Bobby Boucher. Is Mile High Magic secretly Bobby Boucher? I love The Waterboy. It's a good movie. I haven't watched it in a while. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Water sucks. It really, really sucks. That part gets stuck in my head a lot. Like, that lives rent-free. Oxygen part is fine to breathe. It's all the rest of it that you need to worry about. Yeah, true. It's what makes it a liquid that is not good. You know, all the hydrogen and stuff. My mama said, oh, what's the one part where he's I think he's talking to his mom and fuck, dude. I need to rewatch The Waterboy. Captain Insano shows no moisey. Yeah, we're dropping Waterboy one-liners now. Hell yeah. Oh, man. We have a good time. We have a good time in chat. We are an ad break. You are not missing anything. Broncos are gonna get the ball back down 4. They're gonna get their first possession here in the second half. This game, man, the possessions have been very, very limited. Broncos have had 2 red zone chances, and because of multiple drops right before halftime, Broncos had to kick a field goal with 19 seconds left in the half. Nothing really doing for him so far. Nick's not getting a lot of help from the receivers. I really want to watch The Longest Yard now. That's another banger movie. Very, very good. The original or what's the replacements? I've heard that one's good too. Is that the movie about one of the strikes? If I remember right, the replacements is about the strike, right? I think I made him shit himself. 11:42 to go here in the third. Harrison Butker getting ready to boot this thing away. Broncos looking to go down and finally take a lead. And here we go. Broncos have not had a lead since early in the first quarter. This will be fielded at the 1 there. That is Tyler Bidet now looking to make something happen on a return. Breaks out of a tackle, spinning around, and he will be kindly escorted out of bounds by a couple of different Kansas City Chiefs there at his own 28. So Broncos now got to go down. Strike season with Keanu Reeves. That's what I thought. I couldn't remember who was the star of that movie for some reason. I remembered it was about one of the strikes. I just couldn't remember specifically. I don't know. That's one I still got to watch. Alligators are angry because they got all those teeth but no toothbrush. We are having a banger time in chat. I love this. So here we go. 1st and 10, 11:35 to go now in the third quarter. Knicks will go under center. Mercedes Lewis will go in motion, left to right side. It's going to be 12 personnel for the Broncos. Knicks snaps it. Will hand it off. RJ Harvey looking for room, and he finds none. Breaks out of a tackle, actually, and reroutes and turns a loss of 1 into a gain of 5. RJ Harvey to the 33 after he should have been blown up at his own 27. Broncos right now need to go down and finally respond and show that they're awake a little bit here. This Broncos offense, man, lifeless off of the short week. Pats with a cupcake walk to the end. Yeah, that was kind of the narrative about him coming here into the final couple of weeks. It'll be a gun set now for the Broncos. RJ Harvey will set up to Nix's right. It's going to be a 3-by-1 set. Trips right side. Glorified 4-by-1. They bring Franklin in motion now to the left side to join Sutton. He will sling it over the middle to Sutton, and he will have a first down to the 38-yard line for the Broncos. Cortland Sutton redeeming himself a little bit there with a bit of an easy pitch and catch. Doesn't drop that one. Does hang on to it. Broncos looking to drive here a little bit now. Finally go put some points on the board. The red zone offense has been impossible to watch. Rooting for the Broncos tonight. I think a lot of the country's rooting for Denver tonight. And they're disappointing a little bit on the short week. I almost read what Ender wrote is not what it was. Dyslexia and shit. I form for the Broncos here. They're going to send Troutman in motion in 22 personnel. They hand it off again. That is McLaughlin now getting some run, making a few guys miss there, and he is navigating traffic. The small, wiggly little running back there is a gain of 6. After he seemed to be stacked up in the backfield there. Great vision by Jaleel McLaughlin. Broncos just pretty much running a straight ISO run to the left side. So ISO, fun concept. The entire point of why it's called ISO, because you isolate the fullback on a linebacker. That's pretty much the entire concept there. They're going to come out I-form once again. Adam Prentice will remain in the game. Chiefs have that box stacked up. That is a 5-man box. Might be 13 or 23 personnel for the Broncos here. Nix will hand it off again. That is Harvey now trying to go forward, and he is going to get stonewalled at the line. Getting absolutely nowhere. Broncos remain at their own 45 now. 3rd down, which should be 3rd down and 4. RJ Harvey, not a lot of room to go there. And Jaleel McLaughlin's been the hot hand tonight. It's going to be 3rd and 3, actually. Excuse me. He just kept running. True. 3rd and 3 for the Broncos. 5 for 9 on 3rd down here for the night. 5.6 average to go. So we're going to see what the Broncos come out with on 3rd down. They look a little late getting out of the huddle there. It's going to be multiple tight ends, multiple guys there in the backfield. Nix dropping, lets it rip over the middle. He's got his man, Adam Troutman, on 3rd down to the KC 45. Broncos came out a split backfield there. My apologies. My apologies for not getting you guys that personnel information. It was 2-by-1 with a split backfield. Oh, and Nix lets the play develop there. Really just gets a curl route wide open over the middle to Troutman. Nix goes through his progressions and finds his man. It's now in Kansas City territory. He's actually down to the 43. Nix now empty set, 3-by-2, 3 to the right side, 2 to the left. believe that is Michael Bandy that's far outside on that left side. Play clock down to 3. Nix gets it off. Chiefs bring 4. Nix stands in. Now he's going to pull up and throw it. Ingram with a bobbling catch. Able to hang on, and he's going to have a first down. We got a late flag on the play. We'll see what this is here. Ingram with a bobbling catch. Flag came in from the right side. And it's going to be OPI on Ingram. Wow, okay, 10-yard penalty there makes it 2nd and 20. Ingram has no clue what he did. We'll see what the call is here. Minimal. Ticky-tacky. And then it's a bobbling catch. They get him for touching Nick Bolton while running the route. Okay. I don't think Terry's going to like it. Terry doesn't like it. 10-yard penalty there. It's actually 1st and 20 for the Broncos. I don't know why they said 2nd down unless something's wrong. Broncos now going to be at their own 47-yard line. It's a 3-by-1 set for Nix in the offense. Taking the snap, dropping, 5-step drop. Lets it rip down the left side. He's got Sutton. Jumping catch. First down, Broncos. Along that left sideline, down to the 30 of Kansas City. So they rebound off of the OPI. Well-designed play there. It's a gun set 3-by-1, and Sutton just with an outside release fade route. Nix has him perfectly in that middle tight window between corner and safety. That's Fulton that's underneath and Cook that's over top. Neither one able to get there. Nix holds the safety with his eyes for just a moment. So I form now for the Broncos. They're going to motion Troutman to the right side. Nix will pitch it to the right side now to Harvey. Harvey looking for room. He gets blown up. Loss of 5. Number 20 comes in to make that. I have this guy, Noel Williams, coming off the side. Blocks weren't set up for the Broncos. Yeah, Troutman just completely misses his block on Noel Williams there. That's straight failure by Adam Troutman coming in motion like a freight train. This makes it 2nd and 15 with 6:28 and counting down. Broncos go 1 step forward and then 2 steps back. From the KC 35, Nix in the gun. They're going to send Franklin in motion right to left side. They snap it, play fake to Harvey. Nix standing in the pocket, lets it go. It's a check down to Harvey with some room. Harvey makes a man miss there, and Harvey has got most of that yardage back. It's going to set up about 3rd and 3. Now for the Broncos there. Good recovery on that. Able to make some guys miss underneath. Nix just stands in there and checks it down. He's got a lot of room to work there. And then here we go. Makes Jamari Connor miss. Can't touch him. Had another man on his knees. And then it's Tranquil that finally gets to him. Tranquil and Cook that get to him along the left sideline. Great protection by the O-line. Empty set for the Broncos on 3rd and 2. Interesting decision. It's a 3-by-2 formation. They've got 3 to the right side. Nix snaps it, probably looking short. He is. Speed out to Franklin, and Franklin's got it. Forward progress, has a first down. They needed 2, they get 3. Troy Franklin able to hang on to that ball there. Looks like he bobbled it a tiny bit before he was able to really rein it in. Tackle was made immediately as soon as he got that ball, but he's able to hang on. Forward progress has him at the sticks. Broncos will continue, so despite multiple negative plays, they are able to keep it trucking forward. Broncos need to do something in the red zone. Nice adjustment of the ball there by Franklin. Just, once again, little speed out. Single back for the Broncos now. We're going to see heavier personnel for him. They send Troutman in motion to the left side. No, they send him back right side. McLaughlin checks into the game. Nix hands it off to McLaughlin going left side. He's got some room, but he gets popped at the 16. Jerry Tillery, big number 99 for Kansas City, with a hell of a hit. McLaughlin still able to get 4 there, though. McLaughlin's been running hot tonight, man. McLaughlin between the tackles seems to have been the move here for the Bronco offense. And the Broncos with a lot of time of possession, 26 minutes to Kansas City's 14, and yet they find themselves down 4. It's another single back set, 12 personnel for the Broncos. McLaughlin remains in the game. They are going to play fake it to him. Now Nix rolling to his right, looking. Now he's going to scramble. Humphrey was starting to block downfield there, and Nix will just scamper out of bounds after a gain of what looks to be 3. 2-3 on that short gain for Knicks. It's going to set up 3rd and about 5, I imagine. Broncos looking to execute in the red zone here. They have not done anything so far inside of the 20. They're 0 for 2 so far in the red zone. Let's see if they can make it 1 for 3 here. They got a big 3rd and 5 coming up. Get the touchdown, go for 2. That would be cool. See if we can get the stream to 100 likes before the end of the 3rd. We're almost there. 3rd and 5, Broncos in the gun. It's trips to that left side. Adam Prentice is the widest man on that one. Harvey checks into the game. Knicks taking it. Short drop, standing in. Lets it rip, and he's got Troy Franklin to an E right at the sticks. I think they're going to call him short on that one, just barely. We'll see how they spot it. I thought he had the sticks down to the 9, but they're only going to give him the 10. They need basically the 9 3/4 line. So Franklin does run the route to the sticks, but he comes back to the ball. And then he can wait on that. It's going to be 4th and inches now for the Broncos. And I think, have we gotten a timeout? Clock is stopped with 2:53. And the Broncos have taken their first time out of the game. The very first time out of the game. I don't know if Sean just wants to challenge the spot. He's down to a knee at the 11-yard line. That's a first down there. It looked like his knee was down at the 11-yard line. I don't know. I don't think they can get a great angle here. Are they going to challenge this? They're taking a look at it. I don't know if they're just going to give him forward progress or if they like the spot where his knee was down. I don't know what we're going to see here. They took a timeout to talk about something. I think regardless, though, the offense is staying out on the field. And, yep, Knicks is coming back in. No challenge. It's going to be 4th and inches here for Denver. We'll see what Spagnuolo can do to try and get a stop here. Broncos desperately need a touchdown or something to go right for the offense. It's been a 12-play drive up to this point, and they have held the ball for a while. 8:49 so far on the drive. That's what's made this game so short. So we'll see where they go. Broncos, notorious quarterback sneakers on 3rd and 4th and short. We'll see what they do. Knicks will come under center. Looks to be the same package here. And they snap it. He goes left side, and he's got it. Knicks able to wiggle forward just enough, and he's got a first down. Broncos with the quarterback sneaking. We got all the guys trying to unpile there. They get that first down. He just wiggles through the A-gap there. Really just rides the hip there of the left guard and able to wiggle through the B-gap, actually. Bowles able to turn the guy back inside. He might go all the way to the C-gap on that. So, 1st and goal to go now for the Broncos after the quarterback sneak. Bo Nix looking to get this offense into the end zone and take a lead. They motion Mims around the formation from left to right there, and he'll set up to make it trips on the right side. 8 on the play clock as Nix makes an adjustment. And it's RJ Harvey that is checked into the game at running back. Nix making another adjustment. They got to get this play off. Play clock down to 1. They get it at 0. Nix, he's just going to run with this thing, and Nix with the power fighting through. Touchdown, Denver! Bo Nix calls his own number on 1st and goal and basically forces his way through a couple of KC defensive backs for a touchdown. Bo Nix fighting his way through traffic. And you know what? He's got to make some moves. He's got to wiggle around Tillery at the line, cuts it back inside, trucks it through number 21 for Kansas City with Christian Fulton looking on. That is Jaden Hicks that he trucks through. It's going to bring on Will Lutz now to make it a 3-point ball game. Extra point is up, and it is right down Broadway. 13-10. Broncos have their first lead since the early first quarter. Pull to Trevor. That he did. Broncos back on top, and the defense will be looking to hold that lead once we come out of commercial break, everybody. Get the stream to 100 likes. We're at 98 as we go into commercial break after the raid from Grossi. It's been a hell of a night on the live so far. Holy hell. Yeah, see if we can get the stream to 100 and see if we can get to 3. We're past 330. Never mind. You guys are the best. Best viewer base in this goddamn godforsaken football league. I love each and every one of you. Another big Merry Christmas from me if I missed any of you in chat. That's how you score. That is how you execute in the goddamn red zone, Trent. So the Broncos 1 for 3 now in the red area. It's better than 0 for 3. Better than 0 for. More sippy, more. It's been a hell of a night, man. It's been a hell of a Christmas night. I inhaled water again. Chiefs are playing like garbage. Both these teams are looking sluggish. I think it's a short week, but Denver's kind of playing down to competition as well a little bit. At least they were. Hopefully they don't anymore and they waltz away with this. But yeah, James, they are not playing the best. I don't think Reed is letting Olodokun really rip it, because every pass play it feels like has been inside of 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. That's let the Broncos defense rally to the ball and tackle, and they are tackling much better tonight than they have been these past couple of weeks. What I am noticing, though, is that the pass rush, they're getting pressure, but they're not getting home. So it's legit almost the opposite issue of what happened last week, where they got home on a couple of plays, but not a whole lot of pressure throughout things anyways. My right arm feels tingly. I may have done something to a nerve. That feels weird. That's probably not great, but who cares? Alrighty, we are going to be back. Broncos getting ready to... You're not a fish. Stop drowning like the Colts playoff hopes. I know I'm not a fish. All right, I'm just really bad at not being a fish. I'm really bad at not cosplaying as a fish. Apparently. It's been a hell of a time. Drowning in a river is true. That was basically the whole third quarter. Yeah. Chiefs only had like a 3.5 minute possession to start the half. Broncos held the ball for 9 minutes. It's ridiculous. This game has been shortened by a lot. It's going to bring on Lutz to boot this thing away, and he does. That will be fielded. Well, not even fielded. That'll bounce in the end zone. Brashad Smith will see that into the back of the end zone, and Kansas City is going to have it again. But yeah, that was the entirety of the third quarter, bro. That was the entirety. Yoink. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Hope we look back on this and say that's when we turn the corner. I do too, man. I do too. Broncos, they need it. I hope this is the get-right game for going into Week 18 against the Chargers, because, again, if the Chargers win tomorrow or on Saturday, that game is for the division, and the Broncos are going to need to show up. Of course, I'd like to see more out of the offense that's going to give me encouragement. NFL with generational greed running ads after one kickoff, always. Come on, that's been the NFL for years, dog. Even in a 16-game season. I'm gonna slide a Pouchy in. Here we go. 1st and 10 for Kansas City at their own 35 after the kickoff. Looking to go down and respond. Under center for Olodokun, single back. The 2x2 set, they motion Worthy to the left side. Hand it off on an end around there. Broncos contain is outstanding. Pat Surtain steps up there. He stays home. And that was another big critique that I had of the Broncos last week against Jacksonville. No contain, no staying home. And this week, they have done that much, much better. Had a couple of plays go against them here, but no real big plays allowed up to this point. Long scoring drives wear out and demoralize the defense. They do. Sutton started catching the ball. He did. And we hit triple-digit likes for, I think, the 3rd stream in a row, man. Good God. So, 2nd and 9. It's a gain of maybe half a yard. They bring Hollywood Brown in motion. It's a gun set for Olodokun, 2x2. And we're going to get a whistle and a flag down. Benito flew off sides, but it could have been induced. Nope, just neutral zone infraction. Old-fashioned there on Nick Benito. I think that's the first time we've really said his name all night. Not a conspiracy theorist, but the Chiefs started sucking after Kelsey married Swift. Didn't they win a Super Bowl after the marriage, and then, like, that's where it peaked? Yeah, Benito trying to time up the snap count there, and he is definitely about a hitch ahead. It's going to make it 2nd and 4 for Kansas City now. Definitely much more manageable now, up to the 40 and a half, pretty much. Gun set once again for Olodokun. They hand it off to Kareem Hunt, and he is going to get destroyed in the backfield. About 5 different Broncos converge on him, but it's Uwazurike who comes out of the pile. Absolutely destroyed Kareem Hunt in the backfield there. For having a last name of Hunt, he was the hunted there. They won before it. Oh, okay. They won while they were dating. And then they got married, and then they fell off a cliff. It happens. It's going to set up 3rd and 4 now for Kansas City. No gain on the previous play. Should be the last play of the 3rd quarter here. They send Kelsey in motion to make it 2-by-2 there. He goes to the left side. Brashad Smith checks in at running back. Broncos showing blitz. They pull off there. He's going to sling it out short to Smith, and it's going to be P.J. Locke, who absolutely demolishes Brashad Smith in the backfield. They got burned by him earlier, and they said not again. They tried to swing it out to him, and Brashad Smith was not ready for the locked-on, heat-seeking missile that is the Broncos' backup safety, and that is going to take us to the 4th quarter. Kansas City is going to be getting set to punt that thing with Matt Araiza when we get back. 3 and out for the Chiefs. Yep. You do enjoy a good 3 and out. The defense, they look better. They certainly look better. It's not necessarily like, I'm not really looking at the opponent right now. I'm looking, he needs to go to space on Bezos rocket and not come back. That's a little extreme, all right? That's a little extreme. What I will say right now, though, is the Broncos defense, what I'm noticing, they're tackling better. They're rallying to the ball. The things are looking good. Turkey sandwich, there you go, BRB. Very young, how old are you? Because I'm great at my job. First of all, appreciate that, Eddie Swollen. Second of all, I am only 21. Only 21, and this is what I've chosen as my dream profession. I do this for the absolute love of the game. I just love the game of football, man. If you provoke them, they'll hunt us all down. Yeah, my face is all over the internet at this point on my whole channel, so I would very quickly probably get doxxed and all that fun jazz. Sounds fun. Oh, God. Yeah, to really answer your question, Eddie, I'm only 21. Am I perfectly pointing at the question? I don't think so. There we go. Pen is perfectly at the question. Yeah, I am 21. But I appreciate the kind words. Very young. Good for you. I appreciate it. It probably helps that I shaved. The mustache is gone. I shaved it after the Broncos loss. I made a silent bet to myself that I would shave the stash. Late popping in, but Merry Christmas. Go Broncos. Happy to see you back in here, Brooke. Very happy to see you. Hope you're as well having a Merry Christmas. I've been having a Merry Christmas. I got some cool shit. I got the ring light set up over on the left monitor. No provoking the Swifties for anybody. That is not a game we need to play, okay? It's not a game we need to play. All right, I'm here to call football games and not cause problems. Mod, we're not going to have the mods doing that. LOL smiley face. Okay. Yeah, Broncos are going to be getting the ball back via punt. Allegedly. That's what I hear. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas back to you, Chris Edenburn. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you checking in as well. Hopefully, post-raid, I can own, or not own, I can earn a couple of more likes and subscribes on the stream. Again, here, right before we get out of break, best viewer base in the league. If you want to join it, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications. We'll be live tomorrow for MTTF. It'll be 4th and 6 from the 41, and Kansas City will be punting. It'll be Matt Araiza on for, I think, his 3rd or 4th kick of the night. Here he goes, going to boot this thing away, and this will be fielded by Mims. No, he's just going to let it bounce. And they tried to swat it out of the end zone, but no dice on that one. That's number 2 gunning down for Kansas City. Can't find a name on him. That is Josh Williams trying to fly down there and bat that ball out of the end zone. Doesn't happen, and we're right back to commercial break. I'll drink it up beer for all of us. Hell yeah. Freaking hilarious. What is this, Swifty? Good Lord. We are imploding in chat tonight. We've got about 5 collective brain cells, and Mom said it's my turn with 4. Sometimes you get nights where, you know, all of chat just has like maybe one collective brain cell, and I love it. I'm here for shenanigans. I'm here for the shenanigans. Cheers, Larry. I'll second that. I don't drink until the weekends, but I'll raise my bottle of water to you, Larry. Glad to see you in here, Larry. Glad to see all of yous in here. Appreciate each and every one of yous. Again, we have gone back to another commercial break, so we're not missing anything. Famously batshit crazy when you insult Taylor. It does happen. It does happen. There are famous cases. Jade Barron is one of them this year. Jade Barron was a casualty of that. He got backlash, of course. All right, well, you'd like to see the Broncos offense go again. 420, salute. You have fun in the stratosphere, my friend. You have fun in the stratosphere. Yeah, we got a big weekend coming up on the channel. Of course, MTTF tomorrow, day after show tomorrow as well. We're going to be doing, not Broncos, whatever. Texans, Chargers tomorrow, or Saturday afternoon. And then we're going to have, and then we've got Colts and Jaguars on Sunday. So again, if you want to be here for that, hopefully I have earned your subscription and you're like on the stream. If I hear shenanigans, I think Super Troopers, fair enough. That's another movie I gotta watch. I am a great enjoyer of shenanigans. You boys like Mexico? Oh boy. Oh, so here we go. We are back in Arrowhead. How hard I tried. I can't root for the Chiefs. Too much hate in my heart. Fair enough. Nicolas Cage as John Madden. Not on the bingo card. Not at all. Goodness gracious. Can we get some fuck Casey's in chat as we go into this fourth quarter? Broncos gonna get the ball now. We'll see if they can go down and do something with it. Again, touchdown on the last possession. We'll see what they got. It's going to be a 3-by-1 set, 3 to the left with Troutman in the lead. Sutton isolated to the right. They motion Harvey to the left side. Nick's in the gun. He will snap it. Play fake. Screen now to Mims. Trying to get some blocks set up. And he does. It's a modest gain of 6 up to the 26-yard line. Marvin Mims getting a little bit involved. They've screened it around to him a little bit tonight, trying to get him involved. And they've gotten positive yards most times. We saw, have you seen my baseball classic? Sean said in a press conference that he wanted to get Mims more involved, and that seems to have been the game plan tonight. It's a gain of 6, 2nd and 4 to the 26, another gun set, 2-by-2 for the Broncos. It's going to be Bandy in the slot to the right side. Nick's taking the snap, short drop, standing in, throwing a fade down the sideline towards Sutton, incomplete. Looking left sideline, trying to get a fade route or a fly route to Sutton there, trying to beat, I believe that is Christian Fulton on that left side. No dice on that one. Both guys hand fighting. Incomplete. 3rd and 4. Ay. Yeah, my throat, not happening. Broncos get a 62% one-seed probability with a win tonight, but they fall to 7 on that with a loss. Of course, they have already clinched a playoff berth, but they want to go out, win the division. 2-by-2 set here on 3rd and 4, and that is Tyler Bidet that rejoins the game. Nick's dropping, standing in the pocket, lets it rip right side, and he's got his man. Michael Bandy down to the 32 for a Bronco first down. Broncos still slinging it around a little bit there. They get Michael Bandy on a route they've kind of been running all night. A little bit of an outside release speed out there. Just beats Chamari Connor to the spot. And Bandy able to hang on to it as he's falling down. Gets to the 32. First down, Broncos. Rin the ball. It's going to be an offset pistol now for Denver. It's Prentice to Nix's left. RJ Harvey joins the game. Nix will hand it off out of the pistol. Harvey going left side. Harvey looking for room, and he doesn't really get much. Up to the 35-yard line. Gain of about 2 or 3 on that one. Broncos, they possess the ball well all damn night, and they're looking to keep doing more of the same. Not a whole lot happening just anywhere tonight for anybody. Not a lot of possessions on the night. Of course, no real explosive offense. But the Broncos are playing with a lead, and they are looking to go down and put this thing away. It's a gain of 3 there. 2nd and 7 to the 35 now. Broncos need the 42 to convert. It's an I-form set that they're going to come out in. Play clock down to 6. It's going to be 21 personnel for him. Prentice in at fullback. Nix will hand this off right side to McLaughlin. McLaughlin going to get... No! He got blown up at the line, spun out of it there, and got a gain out of it somehow. Maybe only a gain of 2 on that one, but it sets up 3rd and a little friendlier. 3rd and 5, 3rd and 4 at best. Really had nothing doing there. Didn't get far, but he did wiggle out of a tackle at the line to get forward for positive yardage, and they gave him a gain of 3. 3rd and 4 for the Broncos now as they look to convert and keep ticking this clock down. Chiefs defense trying to rally to try and play spoiler here. 12-10 and ticking down. Nix in the gun. It's a 3-by-1 set with Troutman in motion to the left. Now he's going to set back up at tight end. Play clock down to 2. Broncos got to get this off, and they barely do with 0. Nix dropping, standing in. Now he's scrambling, and he's just going to have to take a sack. Back to the 31. Chris Jones gets home. Nobody comes open downfield. Broncos were rushed trying to get that ball off. Protection just breaks down. Chris Jones coming off of the left edge, working on McGlinchey. He just bull rushes McGlinchey right back into Nix. What a play by Chris Jones. Somebody on the Chiefs pass rush finally showing up there. 4th and 11. And it's going to be Crushin on for, I believe, a 2nd or 3rd kick. 3rd or 4th kick of the night. Not a lot of possession. 2nd kick of the night. Broncos running some clock down here on the punt. Crushin catches it. Lets it rip down the field. Line drive will be fielded by Smith at the 11-yard line, trying to find some room, and he does up the left sideline. He's got a bit of a convoy now, and it is finally Dondre Tillman that catches up to him, but not until they're in Denver territory, down to the 45. 10:59 to go, and the Chiefs with an explosive punt return. That's really the first breakdown on Broncos special teams we've seen in weeks. He might have stepped out of bounds down the sideline, at least with that camera angle. It looked like he might have stepped out somewhere. I can't confirm, but... Oy. That does take us to commercial break. See if we can hit 120 likes before the end of the stream. I'm going to step away to run to the bathroom real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. I will be right back. It is 11 and change left in the game, by the way. I'm sorry I gotta pee after I drink all this water. And also, you know, drown in my own water bottle, apparently. That's really like the rare Broncos drive that hasn't gone for like 9 minutes tonight. And after the punt return, man, Kansas City is going to be set up pretty good. Broncos isn't even my main team, and they're making me want to drink, and I don't drink. Yeah, they're playing down to Kansas City right now. They've had opportunity after opportunity tonight. If they lose, we're really gonna be talking about, you know, missed opportunities. They had chances in the red zone. Either way, if they win tonight, they keep their chances for the 1 seed really in their own control. However, if they lose, suddenly they're not in a whole lot of control anymore. And it would set up a winner-take-all Week 18 showdown with the Chargers. Good job announcing. I appreciate that, Chris. Appreciate the kind words from you, man. So here we go. 1st and 10 for the Chiefs at the Bronco 45. Alodakun in the pistol will play fake it to Hunt. Rolling, stepping around. Almost gets sacked, but he's able to escape. Lets it rip over the middle to Juju, and that is caught. Down to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for a 1st down. Chris Alodakun moving around in the pocket a little bit. Showing off a little bit of his own magic there. Has that left side crashing down on him. Off of the play fake. Tillman playing contain really well. Crashes in and misses the tackle at the very end. And then Juju with the improvisation. Pat Surtain limits it from going any further than 10. Here we go. They call it 9.5, actually. They hand it off to Hunt on 2nd and 1. And he's going to have about a gain of 3 there for a 1st down. New set of downs for Kansas City with 10:09 to go. Now they are into field goal range for Harrison Butker. They were after the Juju play. Cardiac Broncos are back. Yes, they are, Vic. Yes, they are. 9:50 and ticking down here. Chiefs with a 1st down after the gain of 9.5, and then the run of 3 by Kareem Hunt. They're looking to go down and take the lead. Alodakun under center. It's a 3-by-1 set. They're going to hand it off middle there. And that is going nowhere. Kareem Hunt. It's a gain of maybe 1 there. Broncos D-line still playing incredible tonight. They've contained the run game well. Broncos lose. Jags get pulled into the 1 seed. They do. They're up there for it. Kareem Hunt's going to exit the game here with 9:18 and ticking down for the Broncos. It's a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 for Kansas City. Noah Gray will also exit the game there as the Chiefs shuffle personnel. Play clock down to 10 as they break the huddle. Hunt's holding his knee. 2nd and 9. It's a 3-by-1 set for Alodakun in the gun. Broncos show blitz. They are going to bring it. They pump fakes a screen. He tries to screen it, and it's batted away. Nick Benito gets a hand in on it. Indecisive as Alodakun doesn't go to his check down immediately. Was looking for Brashad Smith on the left side, and Nick Benito wins his one-on-one and is able to get a pop there and bat that thing off. Just like he did in Washington. Big play by Nick Benito. One of the first times we've said his name in what feels like a while. 12.5 sacks on the year. Hasn't had any in through the last couple of games. Stay off the booze. I drink a little bit on the weekends. Not during games, though. 3rd and 9 now at Denver's 31. Alodakun with trips to the right side. In the gun will snap it. Broncos rush 3. They screen it to Smith, and the tackle is made. Malcolm Roach floating back into coverage a little bit there. He helps Brashad Smith up, as any good sportsman does. And that is going to bring on Harrison Butker to try to tie this thing up and give us some drama here in Kansas City with 8:30 and ticking down here on the clock. Broncos looking to come out with a Christmas Day win and keep their position on top of the AFC intact. Good stuff. Good stuff, D. Yeah, sorry, I saw a smiley face for some reason. 47 yards now for Butker from the left hash. Snap is down. Kick is up. Curving, and it is good. Harrison Butker ties it up in Arrowhead. 13-all with 8:03 to go in the 4th quarter. Some drama for the Cardiac Broncos as the Chiefs are looking to take them down to the wire. It's going to send us to commercial break with 8:03 to go. And the Broncos are going to get the ball back, looking to kill some clock, go down, and put the nail in this coffin. Kansas City still looking to play spoiler to the Broncos' hopes at the 1 seed and potentially the division to, at the very least, they set up what would be a winner-take-all game for the Broncos and Chargers in the AFC West. Broncos could drop down. I mean, really, anyone really can still get the 1 seed. I think Houston still got a chance, even if it's a far and out chance. But the way the AFC is so good this year, and it feels like everybody, reply of last year, only this time field goal isn't blocked. We did not get a block. We did not get a blanc. We need this. We do. We absolutely do. Hope to see this offense really get the fourth quarter magic together here. Get a nice long game-winning drive from Bo. Don't care as long as points get put on the board and the Broncos win the game. I'm happy one way or another. We're up to 103 likes. Let's try and hit 120 before we're out of here on Christmas. Someone called Tua because I need the Chiefs to start turning the ball over. Comment of the day. That is comment of the day. Oh, that's gold. I really do wonder who's going to be Kansas City's quarterback to start the year, though, because Mahomes probably isn't going to be good until at earliest November next year. Good job. Love your... I'm going to assume you were going to go with love the play-by-play or the commentary. Appreciate it, Will. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the compliments, man. I really do. I really do. Like I said, this is what I'm passionate about, man. This is what I'm passionate about. I love doing this. I love doing the play-by-play. I love having people here watching the game with me, or at least listening to me. I've had people tell me they mute the game to listen to me commentate it, and I cannot say how much I appreciate that, man. Like, I just do this for love of the game. Win or loss, we're here. So 803, Merry Christmas. Merry frickin' Christmas to you too, William. Where are my manners? Where are my manners? So it'll be Butker to kick this off. And what is a tie game? 8:03 to go. Ball in the air, floating it towards the right side relative to Kansas City. That'll float into the end zone. Broncos are going to have this ball at their own 35 with a chance to go down and put this game away. Oh, Knicks, this offense hasn't done much. They've looked a little sluggish coming off of the short week on the loss to Jacksonville. But at this point, these guys need to find a way to win here. Chiefs guys are talking a little bit on the sideline. Ludicone talking to Smith over on the sideline, tapping him up. Gray setting his ass down on the bench next to Kelsey. That's the only camera shot we got of the game right now. But Broncos offense going to be looking to finally go down, try to put this thing away and get their first win at Arrowhead Stadium in over 10 years. Not since the first couple of weeks of the 2015 season have they won in Arrowhead. They'll be looking to change their fortunes and sweep Kansas City. Big parts KC Camp saying this incredible healing history will be ready week 1. No. Gun set for Knicks. It's a tight 2x2. They send Mims in motion to the left side, split him in the backfield. They play fake the end around. Knicks standing in the pocket, stepping up, floats the check down to Ingram. Ingram cuts it upfield, and he's up to the 41 with a gain of 6. It's a well-designed play there. Knicks able to go through his progressions. Ingram able to put a foot in the ground and just get things moving upfield there. Get as many yards as he can before the contact finds him. Looked like zone coverage for Kansas City, at least underneath. 7:39 and ticking down. 2nd and 4 now for the Broncos. It's going to be another gun set for him. It'll be 2x2 with Harvey in the backfield now. Troutman lined up in the slot on the left. I believe that is Franklin, slot right. They snap it. Knicks will hand that off to Harvey going left side, and Harvey with some room to move. Harvey, he does get stood up there, but forward progress gives him 3. It's going to set up 3rd and 1. Broncos don't want to go 3 and out here. Give Kansas City the ball back while they're warm. It's a crucial 3rd and 1 here with what'll be under 7 minutes to go by the time they snap this ball. 7:05, 4, 3. You get the idea. It's a very important 3rd and 1. Broncos 8 for 14 on 3rd down tonight. They're going to come out single back. It looked like 3-by-1 with Harvey as the single back. I'm calling it blind, and I am correct. They're going to pitch it to the left side to R.J. Harvey. He gets some blocks, and he wiggles out, and he's loose into Kansas City territory, dragged down to the 45. That's the run that we need from R.J. Harvey, and it's a Broncos win for a 1st down. They pull both of the left offensive linemen. Garrett Bowles just bullies one of their defensive backs, Christian Fulton. Ben Powers with a great block as well. Harvey with good vision, and then he just keeps the legs churning. It takes 3 different Chiefs to get him down. Rin the ball! Broncos into Kansas City territory with 6:05 and counting. Broncos in the gun. Knicks with a 3-by-1 set to the right side. Knicks dropping, letting it rip to the isolated side. Trying the one-on-one ball to Sutton against Fulton. And that falls incomplete. Christian Fulton with great coverage there, trying to throw the back shoulder ball to Cortland Sutton down the sideline. Christian Fulton's played himself a pretty good game tonight there. Both guys get to hand fighting there. Nick's just letting it rip to Sutton, trying that one-on-one ball. They see the look there. And he almost gets a perfect jump ball to Sutton. Sutton able to really put it, or really Sutton unable to get both hands up to it. Makes it 2nd and 10 with 5:56. That's the NATO standard cartridge. It'll be trips to the right side for Nix with a running back to his left. Taking the snap, dropping now. Standing in, lets it rip, and just wide of Lil Jordan Humphrey. Two guys that have not had a connection tonight of any working kind. Nix and Humphrey just unable to get on the same page. I think Nix is thinking that Humphrey is going to be further over than he is. It's a misfire, and it's going to set up 3rd and 10. Yeah, Arrowhead's not the best looking stadium. It's a historic place, though, and it's always loud. 5:52 to go. 3rd and 10, Nick's in the gun. It's another trip set. Beatty's going to step up now to the left side. They get it off with 5 on the play clock. Blitz is on. Nix lets it rip over the middle. He's got Humphrey for a first down and more. To the Kansas City 28-yard line. And just as I'm saying that Humphrey and Nix have no connection tonight, well, ring, somebody picked up the line because Humphrey was wide open on a hook route over the middle. Bolton tries to take away Ingram in the flat, and it's Humphrey just ends up wide open. Like I said, no connection, just kidding. Pick up the phone, because that is a great connection for a big first down. Nick showing some sportsmanship, picking Chris Jones up off of the turf. Play clock down to 3 now. Nick's under center. Snaps it at 2. They hand it off up the middle. That is Harvey looking for room, and Harvey with some push. Gets a gain of 6 on that one, down to KC's 23. Broncos are driving. Went to a lot of old Broncos games at the OG Mile High. Good times. I wish I were alive to have gone to the old Mile High. We got a man down on the field. I believe that is Nick Bolton, inside linebacker for Kansas City. He was down to a knee with 4:50 to go. They're going to fade it to break. And you hope the guy's okay. You hope the guy's okay, man. Nick Bolton's a hell of a linebacker. At least in the times that I've watched him, Nick Bolton has been a hell of a linebacker, man. I don't know if he's lost a step or anything, but like from everything I remember, Nick Bolton's a damn good linebacker, man. I hope he's okay. It didn't look like he was writhing in pain, which is the good thing. Just keep rinning, just keep rinning. There's the new inside joke. Broncos need to rin the ball more. We're up to 106 likes with 4:55 left in the game. Let's see if we can break 120. We've already got a 3-stream streak of triple-digit likes. I can't express how much I appreciate each and every frickin' one of you, man. Each and every one of you. You guys are all the best. Like I said, best viewer base in the NFL. If you want to join it, subscribe button's down here. Don't forget to hit notifications as well. All of it helps me in the algorithm. See if we can hit 335 before the end of the game. Main problem with Arrowhead is the field looks like shit. They don't take care of the grass. Yeah, it does look quite faded. I really hope that when the Broncos build their new stadium, that it's natural grass. That's like a big thing that I'm scared of. Because like it is basically scientific 1000% that that turf is worse in every possible way. Triple digits, yes sir. We're at 106, and again, I appreciate each and every one of you. So again, we got a lot coming up. We got the after game show tonight that we're gonna do, obviously at the end of the game. We're gonna have the day after show tomorrow afternoon. Way more positive to listen to than others. I don't like to get down. Like at the end of the day, it's just a game, and I want to do play-by-play. Like, I try not to get to let the fan emotion really break out too far. Like, I just try to call the game. I love the Broncos at the end of the day, but it's like, I just want to call good games. That's what I want to do, but I appreciate that, Coach. I appreciate that. We do this for the love of the game. Nick Bolton is getting walked off. He is hobbling a little bit. So it'll be Jack Cochran in to take his place, number 43. 2nd and 4 for the Broncos now with a KC 22. It's a gun set, 2x2. Harvey in the backfield. He remains in the game. They're going to send Franklin in motion to the right side. Nix will hand it off to Harvey going left. Harvey finds a lane, and he's got a first. Up to KC's 18-yard line. It's a gain of 4 for the Broncos, and they keep it moving. 4:27 and ticking down, and Nick Bolton returns to the game, so good to see he's okay. I've been told I got a face for radio. Hell yeah, man. I can't confirm or deny that, but I'll let you have it. I can't confirm, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I don't. It's primarily been Bronco. The unfortunate thing is I don't really have a lot of time with me working full-time. That's why I PNG tube. Yeah, I work full-time as I do this, man. Like, I can tell you for a fact that I am not going to get enough sleep before I got to be up at 5 in the morning, but who the fuck cares? My streams are doing really well. They've been doing better than I've ever had them before, so it's incredible. Like, we do it for the love of the game. We do it for the passion. I think there's a part of a Logic song off of Ultra 85. Go listen to that section, and that is basically why we do it. We do it for the we do it for the love, and we do it for the love alone, man. It's hard. It is. Yeah, Broncos do take their first time out here of the half. I don't think or it's their second, actually. Second time out. They took one on that 4th and inches earlier. So second time out of the half for the Broncos in a 13-13 ball game. 3:54 to go. Broncos looking to get the kill shot score here in Kansas City. Run game starting to pick up a little bit here. That's what you like to see in a game like this. We're almost to 110 on the stream. Let's get there. To finish what I was saying, though, with like a lot coming up. Post game after this, day after tomorrow, MTTF with Hill Time and Sin Bin tomorrow. And then we got Chargers Texans on Saturday, Colts Jags on Sunday. Subscribe with noties. Here we go. 2x2. It's a split set for the Broncos. They're going to send Humphrey in motion to make it 3x1. Nixon the gun will play fake it and screen it to Mims, and Mims gets pretty much thrown into a tackle. Humphrey unable to hold the block, but the throw led Mims a little wide. He had to turn around to make that grab. It's going to make it 2nd and 13, loss of 3. Trying to screen it there, using the deception, and I think if Mims doesn't have to pirouette for that ball, I think he gets upfield a little more. The blocks didn't exactly hold the best, though. Clock keeps ticking, 3:23 and counting down. 2nd and 13 after a loss of 3. Puts the Broncos back to about the KC 21, I want to say. And back to the 20. They send Troutman in motion in an empty set. Nick's back to throw. Now he's rolling to his left, trying to find something. Directing traffic. He's going to run for it. Trying to make Bolton miss, and he doesn't, but he's got a gain of positive yards. A good gain. Looked to be a gain of about 7 or 8. It's going to set up 3rd and manageable for this Broncos offense. It's a gain of 8, 3rd and 5. Nick's using his legs tonight when he has to. Another thing that I feel like is happening, though, is like the Broncos still aren't getting a ton of separation at receiver, though. Like, they've had a couple of hitters where it's been wide open, but, like, it feels like a lot of plays Nix has to hold the ball to wait for somebody to come open and then use his legs if he can't find anything. It's going to be 3rd and 5 with 2:31 and ticking down. Another gun set for Nix. They reload from an empty set there. I believe that is Bidet. It's trips to the right side and a bunch set. Nix dropping now. 5-step drop, stands in over the middle to Ingram, and he is going to be tackled short of the sticks. Nick Bolton came back into the game after the injury, only sat out 1 play. Ooh, boy. Decision time for Sean Payton, and he's going to have the whole 2-minute warning to think about it on 4th down. 4th and 2. It'll take us to the 2-minute warning, and it's decision time for Payton, and he's going to have time to think about it. Here are the 2-minute warning. And the Ravens in the playoffs, not currently. They are 2 games behind the Steelers for the AFC North, and they have no way to get in as a wild card this year. Every team in the wild card race has 10 or more wins. A lot of them at 11, actually. I think the Texans are the only 10-win team, but they're playing way better than a 10-win team right now. So the Ravens essentially need the Steelers to lose out. They need to win out, which, long shot. They're not eliminated. They can still win the North, but that's their only avenue in. And I don't know if the Ravens are playing win 2 in a row football at the moment. especially after getting kind of smacked by New England. Oh boy. Yeah, it's going to be decision time here at the 2-minute warning. 4th and 2 when we get back. Yeah, the Ravens aren't fully out of it, but they're pretty damn close. They're on life support, and the Steelers are reaching for the plug, is what I'm getting at here. Wow, I am having a bad hair day. Has my hair been that bad all second half? Jeez Louise. Okay. We're screwing around a little bit here. Okay, I got a question, because someone was saying that, like, I looked super young. How many years did shaving the mustache take off of my looks? Like, what? Do I look younger than 21? Chiefs are out of the playoffs this year. Yes, they are. And they are clinched to have a losing season even before this game. They're 6-9. NFC West has been dominant minus the Cards. Hey, the Cardinals are there for emotional support, okay? The Cardinals are there to root their guys on. Chiefs have been eliminated. Yes, they have. They haven't been able to win the AFC West since week 12. I just went from 30 to 20. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, that checks. Yeah, the old mustache we did shave recently. Oh boy, we're up to 108 likes. See if we can get to 110 here. We're out of the 2-minute warning, and we'll see what the Broncos have chosen to do. They're going to leave the offense out at the very least to try a hard count. It's a ballsy call in a tie ball game, but they're down inside the Kansas. They're down deep into KC's red zone right now. They will be snapping this at the 9. Broncos have confidence in the defense here inside of 2 minutes. So they are very much going to be looking to put this thing away. Play clock down to 16 right now. Broncos come out of the huddle. And RJ Harvey will be taking the snap at quarterback. Nix lines up at receiver. Prentice goes in motion. And they try a hard count. We got flags down. Who moved? Denver says Kansas City moved. We'll see what we're going to let them sort this out here. Denver saying Kansas City moved. And it is offsides on Chris Jones. The Broncos bluff in Wildcat, and they get the movement. RJ Harvey lined up at Wildcat, got the hard count with Prentice in motion, and that will give the Broncos a new set of downs with 2 minutes to go, down to the Chiefs 5. That is the first Kansas City penalty tonight. Jones is mad at himself for sure. So here we go. Now we're back to a normal set at the Kansas City 4. Nix will go under center. It's a 2x2 set now. Or it was 3x1. Now they bring Humphrey over to the left to make it 2x2. They hand it off to Harvey. Harvey fighting. Down to the 1. Gain of 3.5. Kansas City going to burn their first time out with a $1:55 on the clock. And the Broncos have put themselves into perfect position. Wildcat set is something I've not seen. Oh, I've seen it a couple of times. It's usually the bong rip play there for Sean Payton. We've gone to an ad break here, so, buy a Nissan or something. Once again, let's try and hit 110 likes on the stream. We are 2 away, folks. 2 away. We've had the greatest stretch of YouTube I've ever had. I gotta say, man. Like, it has been nothing short of incredible. Once again, though, I want to wish a huge Merry Christmas to everybody. Massive Merry Christmas. And again, appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you for being here on Christmas. I know it is taking quite a bit of time out of your day to be here, so I very much appreciate you. Got the veteran. Who is my favorite college team? I'm not really a college watcher, to be honest. Like, if I had to say somebody, probably Utah State, something local. Got the veteran, yeah. Peyton. Wildcat. You are crushing it. Appreciate that, Mile High. Appreciate that, man. Glad to see you become a regular in here as well, man. I've enjoyed having you in here, man. We got a lot of people that bring the energy in here, man. Like, the mods always come with energy. The chat's always here with positive energy. Like, I can't say how... it's hard to put into words how much I appreciate just each and every fucking one of you, man. All the people that subscribed on the raid, all the people that have liked on the raid, or whether or not they came in, like, I have the best audience in the game. Yeah, they did run this last week on the flea flicker. Yeah, the double reverse flea flicker. Nix did underthrow that. All love and respect. Love and respect back to you too, partner. Join us in the IU fandom. Maybe. If I ever watch college football, I'll consider it. Oh, man. We're almost to the end of the ad break. Heisman Mendoza. It's probably going to be a Jet or a Raider. Broncos family? Yes, sir. Broncos country is a state of mind, not a location. I think Mile High Huddle said that. I think that was Chad Jensen and those guys over at MHH. So here we go. 2nd and goal in minute 55 coming out of the Kansas City timeout and the long-ass commercial break for a timeout. I do wonder what Denver does here. Are they just going to try and score as fast as they can? Or what are we going to do here? Don't hurt me like that. I've already been rooting for IU this year. I like the underdog. Like, in the tiny bits that you filled me in on college football, like, I've been rooting for IU. I watched the game against Ohio State, and I was rooting for them. Like, so here we go. 2nd and goal. Broncos going to come out in more of a wing T formation here. They're going to bring Harvey up in motion. Prentice now the tailback. Nix with a hard count. Hut 2. They snap it. Hand it off to Prentice. Prentice trying to dive forward and doesn't get it. He does get forward, though, so it's going to make it 3rd and maybe the size of the tip of the pen to try to go for the touchdown. Kansas City with their 2nd timeout. A minute 49 to go. They're going to call it a minute 50, actually. Payne is seeing such a good QB go to the Jets or the Raiders. Yeah, probably. I'm in Arizona via 5280. Hell yeah, brother. Dude, Mendoza's going to a bad team. Like, we just got to accept that. Mendoza's not going to a good team. It's going to be bad. He's going to go to a bad team. We just need to accept this. He's the Heisman winner and pretty much the consensus top quarterback in the draft next year. Like, alrighty. 3rd and goal out of the timeout. I think they're finally starting to call the play clock down now out of the timeout. Minute 50 to go. Kansas City with 1 timeout remaining. If the Broncos don't score, they can kill a fuckload more clock. Of course, that would make it 4th and goal. Nix, they're still coming out here. It's 12 personnel. They motion Troutman over to the left side. Or excuse me, 11. They play fake it. Nix rolling, looking, directing, throwing. Touchdown, Denver. R.J. Harvey. Gonna make it a 6-point ball game pending the extra point. And on 3rd and goal, Nix rolling to his right finds R.J. Harvey in the back corner of the end zone. Looking like a young... I forgot who made that catch. I already made that reference earlier. Anyways, so Hines Ward. In the Hines Ward area of the end zone, right side of it. Harvey just keeps drifting back. He leaves Cook behind. And then, yeah, he just kind of moves him. He just kind of moves Cook out of the play and stops. And R.J. Harvey with another touchdown. It's going to bring on Lutz for the extra point now with a minute 45 to go. In what could be another game-winning drive for Nix. Kick is up, and it is good. I hit the wrong buttons. And now KC's got to go put 7 on the board with a minute 45 and 1 timeout. Nix making it happen. Harvey getting himself open. Mahomes looking utterly devastated. I do hope Mahomes is able to heal up okay, though. You never like injuries, man. I hope all the injured guys are able to heal up well. I do. We don't like injuries around here. Pretty sure we banned a guy for rooting for injuries. As we should. We don't do that asshole shit. We're not bad people around these parts. KC needs 1 to tie it under 2 minutes. Yeah, they need 7. Bo Magic. Yes, sirree. Bo Nix locking it down. Bo Nix is that guy in the 4th. Service call from for some electrical installations. All love and respect. See you later. Thank you for coming in here, Mile High Magic, and much luck to you. Merry Christmas. I hope the installation goes okay. Yeah, that does suck. Pick 6, quarterback got a pass. True. Truth and real. Do it for the Umamuses. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but what he... I gotta point the right way. What he said. Do it for the anime horse girls. Yes. I apologize, Ender. I have to root for Houston tomorrow, man. Or on Saturday. The Broncos clinch the AFC West if the Chargers lose tomorrow, okay? I need Houston to win. I'm sorry. I need them to win. I gotta break your heart a little, Ender, okay? I gotta pick against you. I'm sorry. I need Houston to win. I very much need a Houston win. It helps the Broncos, and at this point in the year, I gotta root for what helps the Broncos. I'm sorry, buddy. I gotta root for what helps Denver. It is gonna be a fun day. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday, man. We're gonna be live once again. If Houston wins, it kicks us out. I know, but if Houston wins it, the Broncos clinch their first division title in 10 years. So, like... Listen, I gotta pick and choose my battles here, okay? I'm sorry. Here we go. Lutz on to kick this thing off. Minute 45 to go is going to boot this away, and that is going to go out of the back of the end zone. Kansas City will have it at their own 35. Brashad Smith was waiting to actually return it. Nothing doing. I know. I'm sorry, Ender, okay? You can hate me later. You can hate me now if you want to, okay? We do need that, okay? Out of the council of people that have authority in the chat, you are outvoted 2-1 by the council. So here we go. Chris Aludican gonna have to clutch up and lead a game-tying drive with a minute 45 against this Broncos defense. 1st and 10 at the 35 in the gun, 2x2. Kelsey gonna motion over a little bit. They screen it over to Kelsey, and he gets some blocks, but Jahdae Barron able to keep that to about a 4.5-yard gain. Maybe a 4-yard gain up to the 39. They tried to screen it. Casey going tempo, no huddle now. Trying to get things moving here. It's a 3-by-1 set now. Aludican dropping. Broncos trying to get back to him. He dumps it off to Kelsey again. Kelsey trying to make some guys miss. Broncos trying to punch it out. And that's going to be a gain of 3 up to the 44. Or a gain of 5, give or take there. It's going to be 3rd and 1 now. And we got a stoppage on the clock. Not sure if it's a flag or a timeout that somebody took. Ender's a good sport. I'll accept taking us as a sacrifice. Just win the fucking Super Bowl. Horse teams together strong. Horse team together. Kansas City is taking their final timeout with a minute 17 to go. So they will be unable to stop the clock. 3rd and 1 now. At least one of the horse teams made it to the playoffs. We'll do it for the horse teams, buddy. We love the horse teams. Horse team together strong. Alrighty. Kansas City has burned their last time out. 3rd and 1 is what they're going to have here. The 44 with a minute 17 to go. Like I said, unable to stop the clock with a timeout. Single back set there. It's going to be a 2-by-2 set. They are going to hand it off to Hunt going left side. He's got some room. Makes Surtain miss. And it takes 3 different Broncos to drag him down. They're in Denver territory to the Denver 42. But the clock is running. Kansas City's got to hurry and get this thing set. And there is an injured Bronco. And that is Hufanga. Oh, now he gets helped up. He seems okay-ish. He might have to come out for a play, though. No, Broncos take a timeout there, I think, to try to keep him in the game. Hufanga was a little slow getting up, but he does pop up with some help from one of his fellow guys in the secondary. I believe that's McMillan that helped him up. Broncos had burned their last timeout with a minute 3. Hufanga did get up. He got up with the help of one of the guys. So I think he's okay. I don't know if he's going to be forced out of the game for a minute. If he is, that puts Devon Key in the game. Either that or they move Barron back to safety for a play. Not sure what they would do there in that situation. Huff is saying he's okay. Peyton's talking to him. They got to pull him off one way or another because it took him so long to get up. But Huff looked like he was moving okay. 63 seconds to go. Broncos looking to hang on to the 1 seed. Kansas City looking to tie and play spoils. 1st and 10 of the Bronco 42. It's a gun set 3-by-1 for or 2-by-2 for Alutica. Now 3-by-2 as they empty out the backfield. Kareem Hunt will join the right side lineup at tight end there, more or less. Trying a hard count there. They don't get it. Alutica finally snaps it. Broncos bring 4. Alutica steps up in the pocket. Lets it rip right side. That is Kelsey. Inside the Bronco 30 to the 29. Barron was in on the coverage. Unable to keep up with the old man Kelsey. Clock is ticking. 48 seconds to go. And ticking down, it's a gun set for Alutica, 2-by-2. They snap it. They get it off quick. Broncos bring 4 again. Alutica scrambling, directing traffic. Now he's going to run, make Singleton miss. Tackled inbounds by Nick Benito. And they have got to go quick, but they're down to the Bronco 21 is what they call it. They're going to clock this thing with 25 seconds to go. And Kansas City is going to bring this thing down to the wire. 3rd and 3 after the spike, 25 seconds after the clocking of the ball. Kansas City is making things happen now, they're going to make us bite our nails a little bit here. They're going to make me twirl the pen. Kelsey, just the vet, working on the rookie there. Barron can't keep up with it. He did ground it. They spiked it to stop the clock with 25 seconds. 3rd and 3 after the spike. Alutica's going to go in the gun. Play clock down to 3. They don't have a timeout to set it. Down to 0. That's a delay a game. So that's going to back them up 5 now. Going to make it 3rd and 8 from the Bronco 26. Didn't have a timeout to stop the clock. They get pinned with delay of game. Make it a little harder on themselves there. 3rd and 8 now. Any tackle inbounds guarantees that the Chiefs have to snap it one more time. They might try and look for something out of bounds just in an attempt to get one more playoff on 4th down. We'll see what they do. 2-by-2 set in the gun for Alutica with Kareem Hunt lined up to the right. Alutica dropping, Broncos blitzing there. They're starting to get it in over the middle. Incomplete. Pat Surtain in coverage against Travis Kelsey. No flag on the play there. Outstanding coverage by PS2, reigning defensive player of the year. And it's going to come down to this. 4th and 8 with 20 seconds to go. Bronco defense needs one more play. Just whiffed. Alutica just pulled that ball. And a diving Kelsey couldn't come up for it. 4th and 8. It comes down to this. Kareem Hunt is in the backfield. It's going to be 3-by-1. They snap it now. Alutica dropping. They rush 4. Benito was getting in. He's going to take an end zone shot. Incomplete, too high for Hollywood Brown. Trying to win it. And they won't. Jaquan McMillan in coverage. Denver's going to win it. Give me some DB4Ls in chat right now. Broncos with a rebound W. And the Broncos will maintain their position in the AFC West and the AFC. So now a Chargers loss is going to guarantee a Broncos division crown. Alutica just puts it too high. McMillan was in good position there, short as he is as a nickel corner. Surtain was on Kelsey well the whole game. So here we go. Last snap of the game. Bo is going to kneel it down. And the Denver Broncos bring out your brooms. The Broncos have swept the Chiefs. And they have won in Arrowhead for the first time in 10 years. Ladies and gentlemen, what a game. We've been treated to a hell of a game in the final slot here on Thursday Night Football. Swept the Chiefs. That we did. Now I can put my notebook away. So coming up here in just a few minutes, we're going to have the Orange Soda After Game Show. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate each and every one of you being here. Let's try to hit 110 likes while we're in the pause. And I will see you guys here momentarily. All right, the regulars know how this goes. The regulars know how this goes. That was the wrong button. There we go. Yeah, regulars know how this one goes. We do this in segments here. We do record it. Not a whole lot of chat interaction usually during this segment, but appreciate each and every one of you for being in here. Yeah, we're just going to rip the Band-Aid off and get started. Of course, again, this does get uploaded as a separate video. Of course, I don't want people having to skip 3-4 hours to the end of a stream just to get my post-game stuff. So, that's how we usually do this thing. Again, appreciate everyone sticking in here, but here we go. First and foremost, it is always a merrier Christmas when the Denver Broncos are able to grab the brooms out of the closet and sweep the Kansas City Chiefs into a double-digit loss season. Welcome back to Crushin' It, ladies and gentlemen. It is a special, special Christmas episode here, of course, with your host, Miles Smith, rocking the new Bo Nix jersey I got for Christmas. Let me know your favorite gift that you got for Christmas in the comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Helps me out in the algorithm. And without further ado, man, we got some positives to talk about, but we got a couple of things to clean up as well. The Broncos, they started out incredibly sluggish. Very, very, very sluggish. The offense could not get anything going. Drops were a consistent issue throughout the first half. But we did have some encouraging things come out of this, so let's just segment this into this offensive segment here. The Broncos did enough. The run game wasn't great, but there were some flashes. Bo was using his legs a lot tonight, goes for 42 yards himself. Passing-wise, 26 completions, 182 yards. Not the greatest day, but he did what he had to do when he needed to do it. As always, the touchdown and the early interception that gave Kansas City their one and only touchdown. We'll talk about that here in a minute. Rushing-wise for the Broncos, R.J. Harvey, 14 to 43. Not the greatest game from him. We've been saying that a lot this year, and I can't really recall a game here in the last 5-6 weeks that R.J. has averaged over 4 a carry. But he's doing enough, and he's getting some gritty runs when it matters. You just want to see him develop some more, man. You just want to see the development. We talked about Bo Nix already. His running numbers, 9 and 42. It was good to see him use his legs. It was really good to see him use his legs tonight. He was doing it when he needed to, and it came up in some big moments. Scored a touchdown on what seemed to be a quarterback blast. And yeah, just great for him. Jaleel McLaughlin, 7 of 40, by far the best Broncos running back tonight. Jaleel McLaughlin might be working himself into some more carries, and he might be working himself back into that starting running back role, because I tell you what, Jaleel McLaughlin has looked pretty good consistently for the last little bit. Let's talk about receiving. Courtland Sutton, you and I got to have a chat, buddy. 4 for 40. You know you should have had a touchdown on this and like 10 more yards. At the very, very least, Courtland Sutton should have had 10 more yards and a touchdown. Had a crucial drop that killed the Broncos, I want to say, second red zone opportunity after the field goal. Just a hellish game for Sutton, at least in that first half. RJ had a drop as well, but he does end up catching what is ultimately the game-winning touchdown. So he gets out of the doghouse for me. 5 catches, 33 yards, and that touchdown for him. So Harvey kind of evens himself out. Troutman, 2 catches, 24 yards. Had a sick sliding catch along the right sideline on what I want to say was a second or third down. Great play by him. Well, Jordan Humphrey, you know what? Him and Nix couldn't get a connection really going tonight, but, you know, somebody picked up the phone and answered, because Nix found him on a huge third down, able to find him over the middle. It was a good play there. Ingram got involved early and then had a couple more catches throughout the game. Not for a whole lot, though, up to 21 yards. Franklin, 17 yards on the night. Michael Bandy with 2 catches for 14 yards. And then Marvin Mims, 3 catches for 10. Just some little screens and rubs that they kind of got him, trying to get him in space there, use that punt returner ability on offense. Not a whole lot materialized. So here's what I liked. There was a little more commitment to the run game. Still not the greatest mix given to running backs there. 23 carries to running backs total in the game to 38 pass attempts. That's probably the borderline of where you want stuff to happen offensively, the play calling. I still don't know that I want both throwing 38 times, but the way this game went, it was really good to see that commitment to the run game there at the end of the game. RJ Harvey still just not getting blocks on his runs, and I'll review this when I do the day after show before that gets recorded tomorrow. But geez Louise, man, RJ just cannot seem to find space a lot. While Jaleel McLaughlin, Jaleel's done this before. He's got good vision. Some other concerns I had, the drops, obviously. I don't know if that's just everyone not really feeling it, coming off a short week. The red zone still wasn't great offensively. I want to say they go about 2 for 4 in the red zone. Yeah, 2 for 4 in the red zone. You've got to find ways to turn those 3s into 6s. Both of them, Denver was inside the Kansas City 11. The first drive they were in, or the first field goal drive, they were inside the Kansas City 9. Those are drives that you've got to find a way to punch in for touchdowns. Bo made a stupid mistake trying to play hero ball, trying to get one to Courtland Sutton. Now, it was just kind of a freak play on the deflection to the interception to Nick Bolton, which I do hope he's okay. He went down with an injury himself. Hope he's good, Kansas City. But overall, what I'll say tonight is the Denver Broncos did enough offensively to get to 13-3, which would go as their best record in 10 years. Coincidentally, this is the, first time the Broncos have won an Arrowhead in 10 years, and the last time the Broncos won an Arrowhead, come here, motherfuckers, come here, the last time the Broncos won a fucking Arrowhead, they won the goddamn Super Bowl. I'm not going to make any early predictions here, but all I'm saying is there's a lot of parallels lining up here. Every time the Broncos won a Super Bowl, they lost a game in December. They won an Arrowhead this year. They did that last time they won the Super Bowl. I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. All right, run the transition. I'm getting a little too mental here. Hit it. All right. I'm getting a little goofy. Getting a little interesting. We're getting a little sauced here. I'm grabbing the mic. I'm getting in real close to the fucking camera right now. All right, you guys get to stare at my beautiful fucking face and the glare in my glasses. It's wonderful. I might be the sexiest man alive. W segment, chat. W segment. What do we think? Wrong thing. W segment. Are we eating a W for the segment? Nice. Hell yeah. Thanks, Chris. W segment. All right. Defense next. Game orange sodas. All that fun stuff. So, for anyone new here that's still in chat, okay? So here's how this usually goes. So the orange soda after show is always more kind of the emotional instant reaction to whatever the fuck we just saw, which is why we do it live as well. And then the day after show that I've started doing, I go and re-watch the game, take a shitload of notes, and then we come back and we break it down a little further. So if you enjoy stuff like that, of course, we're not going to have one for today or for this game until tomorrow. However, if you want to go see kind of what that formula looks like, the day after show for the Jaguars, I thought was a great video. But yeah, let's move on to this defensive segment, ladies and gentlemen. Inhaling spit. I've done that a lot tonight. Jeez Louise. Alrighty. Here we go. I got to go find my stats again real quick. Hang on just a second. Just a second. I'm fumbling the bag here. We're not recording at least, so we are streaming though, so this will forever stay on the internet. Fun fact, Broncos only got 1 sack today. Who even got it? We're just looking at this live. Oh, it was Ellis and Dondre Tillman. That's right. I forgot about that play. Oh, yeah. All right. Here we go. Segment numero dos. Say what you want to about the Broncos playing a third-string quarterback, but here's what I got to say about it. They rebounded in a big way, and it's deeper than just the yardage totals. And I'll tell you what, these look pretty nice as well. 57 net passing yards, only 82 net rushing yards, where the only functional running back was Kareem Hunt on about 3 plays. I'll take that every damn day of the week. Of course, the Chiefs, they do put up double-digit points just because of some field position stuff earlier in the game. Whatever, who cares? This Broncos defense played better. And again, it is deeper than just the numbers, all right? The contain lanes looked a lot better today. Now, what I was a little more concerned about was that pass rush, but what I will say is Asa Pole is a pretty damn good left tackle, man. Asa Pole is a pretty damn good left tackle. Wherever Kansas City got that guy, absolute snag. I'd be surprised if he's not gonna, fighting for a starting job next year somewhere, because he's put some good film on tape this year, man. I will say that much. I remember watching the first game that he was actually in. He played really, really well. That was against Houston, I want to say. Anyway, wow, the voice died. Anyways, let's keep things moving here a little bit. Chris Olodokun, 13 completions, 66 yards. He did have the touchdown to Brashad Smith. And something I was noting earlier in the stream, if you were watching that, the Broncos just still could not cover running backs. That was the case on the Brashad Smith play. He just kind of gets lost. They do rebound, though. They only hold that guy to 5 receiving yards. Kelsey is the leading receiver with 36. He was coming on strong a little bit on that final drive, but Broncos defense clamped it down. Kansas City only got to the red zone once, and of course, that was the drive they started after the Bo Nix interception. What I really like to see, though, is, again, it felt like, for the most part, the rush lanes were better. There were a couple of plays that did break down, and that was really the one highlight throw from Olodokun was the 9.5-yard throw to Juju Smith. The tackling, much improved. That was something that we were kind of beating on, that I was beating on after that Jaguars game. So to see that improve in the way that it did was 100% really, really good. And of course, this is fundamentals that you want to see here. We're not really thinking about opponent. We're just thinking about fundamentals. And fundamentally, the Broncos defense looked better. I am still concerned about the pass rush. They only got 1 sack today. So that's probably the Bears record out the window. And it was Jonah Ellis and Dondre Tillman that got it. And you know what? Jonah Ellis played a damn good game, man. It felt like every time he was in the game, he was making some sort of impact play. Guy was just doing the cha-cha in the backfield with Olodokun on one of those plays there. Just, it was good to see the improvement from the defense. And what I want to say now is, Joseph, you need to keep that up going into Week 18, whether or not they win or lose, and set up, a winner-take-all for the division. It is really, really nice, though, to see this defense play better against an opponent that they are supposed to play better than. Of course, we all think of the Washington game as where really coming out of the bye, the defensive collapse started. But it was really, really nice to see this defense rebound in the way that they did. Coming up next, I am going to give out my game orange sodas for this thing. And then we'll get to the closing remarks, and I will send everyone off on their merry way on this Christmas night. Don't go anywhere. You are watching Crushin' It. W segment, chat? What do we think? What do we think? I do segment this, so it's... We do the segments here. Who are we thinking here for orange sodas here? I'm feeling like giving Bo one, mainly for the rushing output, but also for, again, coming up good on that game-winning drive. I don't feel like giving one to anyone that caught the ball. Dub, hell yeah. Yeah, I do not feel like giving a game orange soda to a receiver tonight. Not at all. Nope, not happening. RJ barely gets one, by the way. RJ is barely getting one, man. There's not a lot going on tonight with these guys. Jonah Ellis is getting one for me, for sure. Who else even? Who else do I even care to give one? Like, Marvin didn't do shit. Tom Grossi, yeah, Tom Grossi. I had that in my mind as I was getting all of this together, and then it just kind of slipped my mind. Tom Grossi's getting one. I'm thirsty. I'll take an orange soda. I wish I could just teleport one to you. Maybe one day in the next 100 years, when the tech billionaires have, like, killed all of us, basically, we might actually be able to teleport orange sodas. Yes, Ender, Tom is getting one. So we got Bo, RJ, why am I blanking right now? Bo, RJ, Tom, Jonah. That really feels like all I don't know, maybe Vance Joseph for getting the guys ready on a short week. Yep, that'll be the orange sodas. There we go. We'll lead with Grossi, actually. We'll lead with Tom Grossi. Here we go, game orange soda segment, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, game orange sodas, and for the first one that I'm handing out, you had to be there. You had to be there to understand why, but it's going to Tom Grossi. Sent in the raid during halftime, and that was definitely one of the best Christmas presents I could have possibly gotten. So, huge props to Tom. Really appreciate it, dude. Yeah, that's kind of all we got there. Bo is gonna get one. It's kind of slim pickings tonight in terms of players because nobody really stood out. Bo's gonna get one for the game-winning drive, of course. He had the rushing touchdown and the passing touchdown. He bounced back from the interception, despite some of the misses, and that's probably something that we're gonna talk about during the day after show tomorrow. The misses were a smidge concerning, but he was able to get the Broncos where they needed to be, hit some good throws, hit some big-time throws, found some guys open, was able to throw a dart to RJ Harvey for the game-winning touchdown. I'm willing to give Bo one tonight, all right? Speaking of RJ Harvey, we were close to not giving him one because of the drive-killing drop, and because the rushing numbers aren't gaudy, but we're going to give one to RJ Harvey. 43 yards on the ground, 3.1 a pop, not great. 5 catches, 33 yards, and a touchdown. You've got the game-winning touchdown. Yeah, I think I'm going to give you the orange soda. RJ Harvey is going to get one. So we got Grossi, we got Bo, we got RJ. Another guy that I really think stood out to me, Jonah Ellis. The guy didn't get a shitload of snaps, but it felt like when he was in, he was just making shit happen. Jonah Ellis, man, there's a play that I think of immediately where he just does the cha-cha with the Ludican and contain. Absolute cinema, broke down the way that, you know, every defensive coordinator is going to tell you to. Split a sack with Dondre Tillman, so I think him and Dondre can certainly go ahead and split that orange soda. I'll let that one happen there. And lastly, I'm going to give a shout to Vance Joseph, man. Vance Joseph getting this defense recoached, relocked in. Now that, you know, now that they're kind of slipping a little bit and a lot of pressure is getting put on VJ over the tackling, tonight, man, just the defense as a whole was very improved. And they did what they needed to do. The coverage felt good for most of the game. A lot of checkdowns, a lot of rallying to the ball, which is what you like to see. Just great game of the defense, and you want to see them build on this going forward. And hopefully we see that dominant defense return against the Chargers next Sunday. So, yeah, I mean, just to close this thing out, man, our name is 2022 Edwin Diaz, 2023 Edwin Diaz. Broncos, they get a huge win. Huge win. They now have a 60-something% chance to clinch the 1 seed in the AFC. They win the AFC West with a Chargers loss on Saturday. We will be commentating that game. So if you made it to this point in the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Join the best growing viewer base in the National Football League. Don't forget to turn on notifications as well. And let me know what you think about the Broncos win over Kansas City. And with that being said, we will see you in the day after show tomorrow, and as well NTTF, and we got a special guest, so don't miss that. I have been Miles Smith, and we will see you all in the next one. Deuces. And there we go. There's the video. I got to go throw that together. I might actually get to bed at a decent time, all things considered. That game went by quick. I was ready for that game to be ending now. Oh, jeez Louise. Well, with that being said, everybody, that's going to end the stream as well. Appreciate each and every freaking one of you for being in here with me tonight. Have a Merry Christmas. I hope it was merry for everybody. I hope everyone got all the stuff that they wanted, needed, all of the above. And with that being said, I have been Miles Smith, and I will see you all tomorrow for the day after show and for MTTF. We'll see you guys next time. Let me find the shit. Adios.